Tonight's Lowell Red Devil Northwest Indiana football action on JED TV, RRSN.com video, Facebook Live, and the Regional Radio Sports Network, LLC, is presented by the following sponsors. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Family Express with locations throughout Northwest and North Central Indiana, including 3 in Crown Point, 3 in Mishawaka, and on the web at familyexpress.com. Popa Heating and Cooling, serving the HVAC installation, repair, and maintenance needs of their clients since 1968. Domino's Pizza. Check out their 2 medium pizzas with 2 toppings special for $6.99 at domino's.com. Maki Insurance Group in Cherville, keeping you safe and informed of your coverage away from home at makiinsgroup.com. People's Bank, building strong partnerships with our customers and communities to help them achieve their financial success. Crowell Insurance, an Indiana and Illinois agency offering custom insurance for our clients' unique needs since 1964. Indiana University Northwest, your future starts here with a world-class education at the best-priced 4-year institution in Northwest Indiana. Powers Health, the area's leader on cancer, heart, neuroscience, orthopedic, and stroke care at powershealth.com. Premier Insurance Group, a Lowell company by Lowell people dedicated to finding the best coverage at the most competitive prices. Ivy Tech Lake County with locations in Crown Point, East Chicago, and Gary, and online at ivytech.edu. Ivy Tech Community College, our communities, your college. U.S. Marines at 1-800-MARINES or on the web at marines.com. Engravables between Vale Park Road and Glendale on Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso. Horizon Bank with 8 branches in Porter and LaPorte counties. Mi Ranchito Restaurant located on West Commercial Avenue in Lowell. State Farm Insurance with locations across Northwest Indiana. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Langen Realty for residential, commercial, farm investment, and building site realty services. George's, your pregame stop across from Lowell High School, open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith Chevy and Smith Ford, servicing all of Northwest Indiana on West Commercial Avenue in Lowell and on the web at smithmotorsoflowell.com. State Farm Insurance agent Aaron Shirkey, your one-stop shop for service and surprisingly great insurance rates with offices located in Lowell and Cedar Lake. Seiko Industries, a manufacturer of kitchen and vanity cabinets, on the web at seikoindustries.com. Cubit Networks, your technology advocate for security, communication, enterprise networks, and computer support. Plumbers Local 210, building the future with openings for apprenticeships opportunities at plu210.org. United Steelworkers Local 71, oil workers. We're not just refinery workers, we're your neighbors powering the region because we are the region. The 2025 Indiana Football Digest, coverage of all high school and college football across the state. Pick up your copy today at indianafootballdigest.com. Property Management Incorporated, Northwest Indiana, the highest-rated property management company in Northwest Indiana at pminwi.com. Scott Miller, a 5-star realtor, broker with the Pursue Realty Group and Berkshire Hathaway, HS Realty, and Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Parks, Athletics, Communications, and Entertainment departments on the web at crownpoint.in.gov. All proud sponsors and supporters of award-winning coverage of student-athletes on JED TV, RRSN.com video, Facebook Live, and the Regional Radio Sports Network. High school football is on the air, live from the Brickyard in Hobart, Indiana. JED TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network, broadcasting over the World Wide Web at RRSN.com, are excited to bring you this Northwest Crossroads Conference Classic. Lowell at Hobart, a Region Rumble reignited. Week 6, we have the game of the week. Both teams are 4-1. Both teams average 32 points per game. Both teams are mirror images of their hometowns. Gritty, tough, and eager for this victory. Todd Kibbe back at the Brickyard, where Tony McHale and I began our partnership, I believe, almost 9 years ago, my friend.
I think so.
And this week, bringing our Monday Night Football crew together, Tony will be playing the role of Dandy Don Meredith, and our Frank Gifford, the one and only Keith Kilmer, will be adding his first-hand insight and evaluation, and I have the distinct honor of serving as Howard Cosell for the evening. Coach Kilmer, how you feeling about your attributes tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty excited to be here. It's going to be a great ball game, and you tell me that I can root for Lowell a little bit on this broadcast, so you might see a little bit of homerism going on.
Okay. Well, you know, there's no cheering in the press box,
all
but
right.
we, you know.
Just do it quietly.
Yeah, well, it's fine. That's fine.
Some fist bumping, fist.
And framing the game for us, the youngest of our troop, Red Devil Harrier, Danny Freevert, class of 2026. Thank you all for inviting us into your living room on a Friday night. In return, our pledge is to deliver the best broadcast possible. So settle in, sit back, listen up, and let's see what happens. Coach and Tony. What a night we have on tap this last Friday of September. Coach, I'm going to start with you. You get the first say on, and we're going to start with the Lowell Red Devils. Last week, kind of a cakewalk. I'm just going to call it what it is. Over a young and overmatched Highland squad. Saw the Red Devils picking up where they left off for the last 4 weeks. The offense is performing at a high level. The defense is holding teams to 3 and outs. And special teams with Dylan Basacci specifically are setting everything up with his great kicking. All 3 phases are working. With that equation, you know, what's your assessment of the 2026 or 2025 Red Devils so far?
Well, I mean, each week I think you see the growth in the offensive line. You know, being a former line coach myself, lineman, Coach Dale Schultz and Coach Jake Slager are doing a fantastic job. And I've told everybody, I said, our talent's as good as Lowell's talent is as good as anybody's out there. You know, can we get that offensive line to grow up and match up against the other team? And if we can, we're going to be successful. And I think each week you've seen those guys dominate the line of scrimmage. And if they can do it tonight, then we should see a good game from the Red Devils.
So what do you see with that growth? I mean, obviously these guys are, you know, I played line myself. I pride myself on, being in the trenches. I love the job. I love the role. Do you think they're finally, coalescing together? And because that was always your thing. When we talk at the beginning of the year, we're going to go as far as our offensive and defensive lines go. They seem to be on an accelerated pace, at least through 2025 so far.
In my system and Coach McKinn's system, I'm guessing it's they're understanding the nuances of the game rather than if it's drawn, I block him. They're understanding what the play is supposed to be. That way, if they're seeing a look that they didn't see on tape, they can adjust on the fly, and that's the key. Like, we can get kids to look on paper and draw it up, but the other team, they rarely just line up the way you want them to. We ask them to.
Move around a lot, right?
Us coaches, we promise each other that that's what we're going to do, but they don't. And if they can be students of the game and they can make those adjustments out on the field on their own, that's where you're going to see your growth. And then that confidence and that ability to come off the ball with purpose rather than hope.
Tony, I want to thank you for not rubbing the fact that the Boilers got blown out at Notre Dame last Saturday.
Dude, they still gave up 30. I mean, come on. Jeez, a whiz. Chris Ash, what are we doing here, guy? I mean,
but like the Irish, Brody Kowinski and Timmy James once again applied the 1-2 punch for the offense in the 42-7 romp, and it was on pretty early.
It was on, Todd, and it's going to be a different challenge tonight because this front four for the Brickies really held Andrean last week to a rock fest. Andrean won because of 3 or 4 big explosive plays that changed the course of the game. But other than that, I think the challenge for the Red Devils tonight in this offensive line is containing these defensive ends. Number 0, Logan Peters, a 6'2", 225 senior. And on the other side, Aiden Cash, 6'4", 225 and a junior. Last week, you could see them. They didn't let Andrean get outside. There was no stretch plays for the running game. Timmy James getting to the corner. But what I did see was that once Andrean figured that out, they were able to throw the ball into the flat. That's where the empty spots were for the 59ers, and that's what I'm going to think tonight is that you're going to see some of that reverse play action that we saw last week, a fake pass and Kowinski running up the middle, or then using your receivers, getting Aaron Dondo out there in the flat and letting him do what he can do.
Coach, you've been on the sideline for years, both as the head man and then also, working under under Coach Kennedy. When a team is performing like the Red Devils are right now, what's the recipe for maintaining that success, to keep it going?
once they've matured and you have a matured team, I mean, we used to be tougher on our guys when they were winning than we were losing.
Right.
And that's just to keep them focused, to keep them hungry, to keep them seeing the big prize at the end. I think, a lot of these kids, they've been playing 2-3 years. They've been starting on the varsity field 2-3 years. They're ready to take that maturity and be able to handle that. And it's learning how to win is just as hard as learning how to deal with adversity. Can you stay focused? Can you stay hungry? And that's the message.
So, guys, for Hobart, this is homecoming, I believe. They are riding high. They were riding high until last week at 59-59 Broadway in Maryville when Andran knocked them out of the ranks of the unbeaten. Second-year head coach Eric Schreiber's guys are putting up the exact number of points, 32 points per game, as Lowell. And junior quarterback Alex Tatum is throwing the ball all over the field. Now, he might have to do that a little bit more tonight with the fact that Max Pickett is out and not dressed for the game. What did the tape tell you guys about the Brickies tonight? And Tony, I'm going to start with you.
Well, so, Todd, when you talked about them being mirror images as teams, what that really means is you want to run first and pass when you can, not when you want to. Coach Kilmer, I stole that from you. And that's what you're going to see. But with Pickett out, you're going to go to cash, right? So you're trading a 5'10", 200-pound guy for a 6'4", 225-pound guy. But what does that do to the rest of your offense? Last week against Andrean, they ran a lot of heavy stuff. They had 2 tight ends in. They had 6 linemen in, where they just tried to outflank you on either side. So how does having cash in the backfield affect what you can do with your front 7 is going to be the big challenge. And then the cornerbacks are going to be challenged by Bryce Tolver. He's the explosive guy for the Brickies. He's got world-class speed. He's going to go deep. You have to watch for the double moves. You have to, if you're the safety, you have to pay attention to where he is and know the ball's going that way. He's the preferred receiver.
Coach, what do you got?
Tony hits the nail on the head. Hobart wants to get the ball out to their athletes, and I think in most of their matchups, they've had the better athletes out on the outside. Lowell's athletes are pretty darn good, and I think Hobart's going to find that out tonight. One thing I like about both coaches, Coach McKim and offense coordinator Jeremy Bilka and Coach Schreiber, they're willing to try anything. You see the fake throwback to the quarterback with the up downs. And last week you saw the double reverse flea flicker pass attempt by the Brickies. These guys, they're willing to try anything up on the board that's going to give their kids some success, and that's fun to watch and fun to see.
Yeah, we didn't see a trick play from Lowell last week. I wonder if they're stacking up.
We didn't call it out, so
I wonder if they stack up. You get 1 per half.
Maybe we get 2 tonight. Who knows? You got 9 games, so it's Lowell and Hobart for region supremacy in 4A. Our pregame rolls on. We'll take a brief timeout, and we'll come back with the segment Cues with the Coach and our Chalk Talk with Coach McKim. We'll be back right after these messages here on the Regional Radio Sports Network, RSN.com, and JED TV.
Hero Lantern Man faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man.
Crown Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Right? I had to fill it out on the card. Right? There's 11 names. You got to put 11 names out there. That's fine.
Hero Lantern Man faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
Oh boy, we're not on hot mic, are we?
Hero Lantern Man faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man.
Crown Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
From the gasoline in your car to the jet fuel in the sky, the diesel moving freight, propane warming homes, asphalt paving roads, and petrochemicals for everyday products, we make it all. We're United Steelworkers Local 7-1, the Local 7-1 Oil Workers, proud to power Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland, and the Midwest. We're not just refinery workers, we're your neighbors. United Steelworkers Local 7-1, powering the region because we are the region.
Graduating high school and starting college is a big milestone. New gadgets, new friends, and a whole new chapter in life. But before you head to campus, there's one important step you shouldn't skip: reviewing your insurance coverage. If you're living away from home, your parents' policy may only cover you partially, or not at all. With years of trusted service right here in Schererville, Mackey Insurance Group is committed to keeping you safe and informed, whether you're on the road or planning your next adventure. Call us at 219-440-2021 or visit MackeyINSgroup.com to learn more.
Plumbers Local 210 is building the future, and we're looking for service plumbers to join our team. Our training center invests nearly $500,000 every year to make sure our members are the best in the industry. From a 5-year apprenticeship and an associate degree at Ivy Tech to ongoing certifications in safety and new technology, our plumbers are trained for excellence. Every member is drug tested and licensed for your safety and peace of mind. When you need plumbing work done, make sure you ask for the license. It's your right to ask.
Welcome to the segment Cues with the Coach, and Red Devil head coach Casey McKim joining us before the midseason matchup between Lowell and Hobart here at the Brickyard. And Coach, congratulations on the win last week over Highland. I went back into the records, and your 4 wins through 5 games comes out on top of the last 2 head coaches in their first year at the helm. So that would be Keith Kilmer. He was 3-2 after 5 games in 2010, and Kirk Kennedy only won 2 games in all of 1991. I couldn't go back any further than that because I couldn't find any records, but that's pretty darn good company you're hanging around with, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a testament to the kids and them buying in, and the coaching staff trying to get bend the learning curve, and so we feel good where we're at. But every week is a test, and some weeks are a different type of test against the team that you're facing, and sometimes the test is against yourself. So we've liked what we've done so far for sure.
All 3 phases are working well here at the midseason point. We commented on it multiple times. What do you attribute that success to as you've gotten better week to week?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is just being prepared, and our kids putting in the preparation that it takes to be in those situations. They're taking the coaching, and we're getting to those. They're picking up on things fast, so we can get another layer of detail added in. And as they know those things, and as soon as they get to that level, we're going to add another layer to it. And so it's really up to the kids and their development, and the coaches, having one more thing in that back burner ready to put in next to give us that next wrinkle.
Offensively, it's been the Brody and Timmy show pretty much, but the guys out front blocking and the sure hands of Zach Sharnke have really contributed to the wins. Talk about those kids, because you were talking about Brody and we're talking about Timmy all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the O-line, you're tired of it, I know, but the key is always going to be it starts up front, and it really does. Like, high school football is about what your O-line allows you to do, and our guys have done an outstanding job. They've competed their butt off. They're tough mentally and physically. They like contact. They like competing, and those guys get after it. Sharnke has been a godsend. I mean, the kid, starting a middle linebacker, playing tight end. We move him around a ton. He's got a lot to know on the offense side of the ball. He's physical in between the tackles, and then he's breaking down the seam for a big open play, running corner routes. The kid really can do a lot of things, and it's really helped us.
Well, as a former center, you can never talk enough offensive line with me, I guarantee it. Let's talk defensively, though, for a second. Second running clock of the season last week, and you missed another shutout by having your 3s in and getting them an opportunity to get some playing time. Defense is just looking really fantastic.
Yeah, they did an outstanding job. We were really dominant up front. The DB's coach was almost like, we can't even go make a play because, the D-line's there so fast. So it's a good problem to have. But we feel like we're growing in every single one of those areas. But, high school football and everything's about getting opportunity for kids. We want to see kids on a Friday night and see what's happening. If there's kids that should be getting more reps or should be getting more looks, obviously we have practice every week. But same when there's an opportunity to get them on the football field and see that versus what Highland still had their starters in. it was a great opportunity for us to continue to evaluate kids, because that's what we're constantly doing.
And then third phase, the special teams. You got to talk about Dylan Bisacci and what he brings to the team. And I mean, we talk a lot about those touchbacks, and that is a huge weapon to have.
No question. I mean, there's some great returners, some guys who are electric with the ball in their hands. If you can take it out of their hands and close down space by just lining up on the 20 every time, I mean, that is absolutely a weapon defensively. It flips the field in high school football. He's done an outstanding job punting. Hopefully he doesn't ever have to do that very much, but when we do, he's done a great job. Really seen growth there. We haven't kicked any field goals yet, but our return teams have done an outstanding job other than a couple penalties. Last week on punt returns, our kickoff return especially has been explosive and gotten us some great field position.
So now it's Hobart. Both 4-1, both scoring to 32 points per game. A lot of similarity on both sides of the ball. Second-year head coach Eric Schreiber. What do you anticipate out of his guys tonight, and what are your keys to winning the ball game here?
I would say the big thing is they're really physical up front. They got some game breaker athletes on the outside. They had some young kids last year. They played a decent amount of sophomores, and those guys as juniors. I mean, you can tell that they played a lot of varsity football, and so they got some kids who are real playmakers in a variety of spots. The keys for us is we need to win in the trenches like every single week. We're going to have to respond to adversity. They're going to make plays. They're a good football team. How we respond to adversity or them making plays is going to be massive. And then we got to execute and control the turnovers. We got to make sure that we're on the plus side of that, and we got to execute play in, play out. Can't have lapses. Can't have pre-snap penalties. Those are the big things every coach wants to get rid of, and just let kids play and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, Coach, good luck. We're going to look for the trick play tonight, and we'll see you next week in October.
Thank you. You didn't get it last week, so we'll see if it pops up this week. Thank you very much. RDP.
Okay. I'm going to give Coach Kilmer, because he's sitting right here beside me, the opportunity to refute my history lesson that I gave to Coach.
No refute. No refute. I went back and looked.
Did I do okay?
3-2. Yeah, I started out 3-2.
Okay. Well, I couldn't. I mean, I looked at Kennedy, and I have no idea who was before Kennedy in 90. So I figured it was probably bad because a change had occurred, and he only got 2 wins. So who knows?
He had to start, right?
He had to start.
It's a great program, and I'm glad I got to be a part of it.
Hey, it's been a lot of fun for us to be a part of it, too. So, hey, we'll take a quick time out before we get to the national anthem. And go ahead, Coach, what you got for us?
Hey, Red Devil fans, the big game is tonight. But before you cheer on Lowell High, why not fuel up at George's? Just across the street from the school, George's is the perfect spot to grab a delicious family meal before heading to the stadium. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, fresh salads, or something sweet, George's has you covered. So come on over, bring your friends and family, and let's kick off game night with great food and even better company. Remember, supporting George's is supporting your local community. See you there.
The national anthem. Nicely done by the marching band. We'll take a quick time out and come back. The teams will make their way to the field, and we're getting ready for Week 6 here in the region. The Red Devils and the Brickies back after this message.
You can pick 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Let's see how that compares to some other options that are about $6.99. $6.99? $6.99. $6.99? $6.99. Yeah. Order any 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each, only at Domino's.
Life's biggest challenges don't come with a warning. When legal issues arise, whether it's a car accident, personal injury, criminal charge, or representing you before municipal boards, you need a trusted advocate on your side. At Westland & Bennett, we listen first because your story matters. We provide strategic, personalized legal solutions to protect your rights, your freedom, and your future. Peace of mind starts with a conversation. Call 219-440-7550 today for a free consultation.
This is the end of a Horizon Bank commercial. Why show the end of our commercial at the beginning of our commercial? We think you'll find Horizon does a lot of things differently than other banks. Horizon Bank. Get a conversation started.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Todd Kibbe, Keith Kilmer, Tony McHale, Danny Freevent here at the Brickyard as the Red Devils make their way. Oh, gosh, I got to get my bearings. Where am I? This is the north, right? North end is
that way.
Where the Red Devils are. South is where I believe where the Brickies will be coming over the berm.
Storming over the hill.
Is that correct? Is that an old thing from the Bricky Bowl days, Coach?
I do not think so.
Okay, I didn't either. I didn't know where I did some games at the Bricky Bowl. It was a relic.
It's a relic. That's a nice way to put it. You talk about a lot of tradition and whatnot, but
yeah,
this place is pretty nice.
This is a really nice place. You got a really nice place too. So I'm not, it's kind of nice what you got over there. And the way you've got it set up for us, we certainly appreciate it.
Hey, Todd, personal injury attorney Dave Cox, Probably Sports Region Football, and wishes the Hobart Brookies and all our region teams the best of luck. We hope you never need his services, but if you were hurt in a wreck, call Cox. Attorney Cox is a life member of the $1 Million Advocates Forum and is dedicated to representing seriously injured victims of negligence and getting fair and just results. For a free consultation and to discuss his best game plan in your case, call or text 219-CALL-COX, which is 219-225-5269, or check him out online at davecoxlaw.com.
Thank you for Dave Cox. You want to do another one there for us, Coach?
In the market to buy or sell a home in Northwest Indiana, look no further than Scott Miller Realtor. Scott Miller is a 5-star rated broker with numerous awards and accolades, such as the top 1% of all teams within Berkshire Hathaway nationally. Scott Miller was born and raised in Northwest Indiana and is an honest, hardworking agent who believes that communication with his clients is key. If you want results, call Scott Miller, Realtor of Berkshire Hathaway HS Executive Realty at 219-263-3039.
There you see the Red Devils in the end zone. Again, they're in their traveling whites. Give it their black pants, black helmets. They've got Lowell on the front. The numbers are in that maroon color. And the Brickies are making their way up over the hill underneath the scoreboard. Kind of a dramatic entrance.
It's kind of cool. It's very cool.
Little Enter Sandman, you got that working. They kind of go around the Don Howell Field sign at the end of the south end of the stadium here, and they're making their way in.
So, Todd, it's going to be interesting tonight. I think one of the challenges for the Brickies is they have several key players that are going to go both ways. And I think just in the second half, late in the third quarter, we're going to start seeing some tired Brickies. And Lowell's going to start to take over with that offensive line. In the challenges that you're having moving Aiden Cash out from his tight end position into the running back and what that does to the rest of the team. I think with just a week to prepare, I'm not sure the Brickies will be able to carry that adjustment all the way through this football game.
Look at the Brickies. They came out to warm up in their purple uniforms, go in and change into their Nights Out black uniforms with gold trim, gold helmets, and purple numbers. Coach, what do you think about that?
I mean, shades to the Notre Dame green jerseys, but
hey, at least they're outlined for you, Todd, so you can read them.
That's what I was thinking. The numbers are a little hard to see. This will be interesting.
The officials for tonight's game, let me get those gentlemen out. George Plesac, Michael King, Mike Mendoza, Rick Parker, and Scott Leffert are the officiating crew tonight. The captains, after the prayer by the Brickies, send the captains to the center of the field. It'll be Zach Sharkey, Max Arredondo. Let's see, Roan Vasco, and number 48, Gavin Gudgel for the Red Devils. It looks like it's going to be Logan Peters, Alex Tatum,
and Aiden Cash.
Just 3 for the Brickies.
So, Todd, I'll be really impressed if we walk out at halftime and they already have the merch tent up with the new Bricky jerseys.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, it's a beautiful night here. Mid-70s.
There you go, Todd.
61 degrees?
No.
Oh.
Your fourth captain is Preston Perez.
Thank you, Preston Perez. I was like, wait, I think it's more like
it's
75.
It's been hotter in September than it was in August.
Hey, I always like to throw out on this day. You know what happened on this day?
Sadness.
56 years ago. What happened? Sadness.
John Bonham died today.
Oh, that's right. John Bonham died today. But also, 56 years ago, the Beatles released Abbey Road.
Oh, wow.
And you know what is the 50th birthday today?
No.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, wow. There you go.
One of my
favorites. What are you doing at midnight?
I'm going to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I'm taking my toast. Coach, you remember the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I've never seen it. Don't tell my wife, because that means I'll probably be watching it tomorrow.
All right. Looks like the
Brickies defer.
Have won the toss. They're going to defer.
All right, so you're gonna get this Lowell high-powered offense against a defense that did a pretty good job last week against Andrean, but they did give up an 81-yard or an 80-yard run, Todd, that led to a field goal and a 48-yard touchdown pass. So they held, but there was some confusion at times in that defensive backfield. So I think we're going to see another big game by Zach Sharkey. The player I'm looking forward to see for Hobart is, where'd he go? Is Josh Diaz, number 66. The first time I've ever seen a right tackle also be the middle linebacker. So that young man is going to get a lot of running in tonight, and we're going to have to see if he can chase down Timmy.
Going to be a tall order, especially if he gets, he's got to be chasing number 32 down that, up and down the field. And again, the 4.5940 by Timmy James is quite spectacular.
And Hobart last week to open the second half did give up a 50-yard kickoff return to Andrean. So there's going to be room for one of these Lowell returners to make a big impact to start this football game.
Coach, final thoughts before we get underway with Week 6 here?
Who's going to win it in the trenches? As an O-line coach, I'm pretty excited to see. That's what I'll be watching.
So teeing it up, I believe it'll be number 90. That's Peter Janda for the Bricks. There's some
changes to the
wardrobe malfunction, I think, started off here.
Confusion already about who's supposed to be on this kickoff team. They're going to get a penalty. There's too many guys in the huddle.
Gavin Gutierrez is back deep along with Max Arredondo. They both stand at about the 5-yard line for the Red Devils. The Brickies are bunched up right near the X.
So Hobart did open up with some trickeration last week to start the game, Todd. So if you're this low front line, make sure that ball gets kicked.
So that is number 10, not number 90. That's Nathan Subchinski. And I got his name right because they said chin, not sin. It's away, and it's going to go to Gutierrez at the 14-yard line. To the 20, 25, straight up the gut to the 35. Great return by Gutierrez to the 40-yard line. Here we go.
And it's going to be key right here, Todd, for this Lowell team to have a sustained drive, quiet this crowd down a little bit because this stand right below us is packed, and they are fired up. We heard some of the people talking in the press box that said it was the loudest homecoming in the school that they'd ever heard.
So bringing them out will be the senior quarterback, 6'3", 175-pound senior Brody Kolwinski. And right on his right hip, guess who? The sophomore, Timothy James. Two receivers to the right. James splits to the right side. Brody goes straight up the gut. He'll get down about 2 yards. Good job by the defense. Bottom of that pile is Logan Peters.
Yeah, these two defensive ends, Ty, when we watched them on film last week, just were all over the place. I think, though, if you get to this second level, you're going to have success because there's more speed in that low backfield than there is in the linebacker core for the Brickies.
Coach, I want to come back to this after this play. How scripted are these first couple of plays for the Red Devils as they go now split two to the left side? Kowinski's looking that way, going a little floater over the pass. Picked off at the 45. He's going to go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown. Just like that, Nate Subchinski with the INT pick 6. And the Bricks are up.
Wow, the ball went off of Timmy James's hand. 2 Red Devils there. Not sure that was supposed to happen. But not the start you want. Not the way to quiet this crowd down.
So that was about a 45-yard interception return by Nate Subchinski. Good thing his dad came up here and told us how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good premonition. To answer your question, I think Coach McKim has a idea of what he wants to do formation-wise. Obviously, they moved James out of the backfield twice, so they saw something on field. They want to see how that they're going to react to that because obviously they're going to have to find a way to get the ball outside.
So they started with the swinging gate. Janda comes in, adds the extra point. It's good, just like that, with only 52 seconds gone. 52 seconds gone. Bricky's got the lead.
Ivy Tech Community College, Lake County is still enrolling for fall. While the first 8-week classes have already started, there's still time to join the second 8-week session beginning October 27th. If you are unable to register for fall classes, registration for spring 2026 classes is now open as well. Call 219-392-3600 or visit ivytech.edu/Lake County to learn more and enroll today.
Did you know that PMI Northwest Indiana is the highest-rated property management company in Northwest Indiana? Whether you own one property or many, we're here to make your life easier. No contracts required. Let Property Management, Inc. handle the headaches while you enjoy your investment. Visit us at www.pminwi.com or call us at 219-318-1244, and let's see how we can help you get the most out of your properties. And don't forget to check out our Google reviews.
Well, that certainly lit up this crowd, and they are really excited about how that played out.
Yeah, I mean, that ball comes down, Todd. That's going to be a first down. Just got to hold on to it. This is kind of the way you started the Hanover Central game, though, Todd. So you come back, you settle down, you drive this football. There was a big kickoff return after that Hanover Central interception.
And there was one of the things, Coach McKim said, how do we respond to the flow of the game? Well, this is going to be a big change. It's going to go to Eisen at the 25. Eisen, the up man, gets to the 35. He'll go down at the 36. With the stop is Vontrell, number 41. That was Vontrell Jones with the stop. So second offensive drive. We're still got only 57 seconds gone in the first quarter.
Coach McKim's going to stay with this game plan here. He's going to see what they have, and it's a long ball game. Kids got to learn how to handle adversity, and that's going to be the next growth of this football team.
Yeah, I mean, other than the Crown Point game and the interception that led to a touchdown to get Hanover Central, I don't know that the Red Devils have been behind. Sharkey goes in motion, sets up to the left side. James on the left side. He gets brought down immediately. Nice tackle. A lot of jerseys in there. I think that's your number 66. That's now these are going to be harder to see.
Right. They're not so close to the sideline right now.
We're going to say Josh Diaz with that stop. Gain of 1 on the play. They're going to give him the 37, so it's going to be second down and 9.
So right now, what Timmy ran into was 4 linemen and 2 linebackers. So there's going to be some room open behind the linebackers.
So 2 receivers split to the bottom of the screen. Sharkey again goes in motion, sets up as the H-back on the left side. Now they go Timmy James around the outside corner. He's going to get a good gain close to the 44-yard line. Going to bring up third down and short for the Red Devils.
Coach, what are they trying to do with that late shift with the defensive line?
Obviously they're trying to outflank Hobart and, just get movement to see how they're going to adjust. Sometimes you just get movement out there to get the linebackers' eyes moving and off the ball.
So both coaches signaling in their plays.
We're having an earthquake here, Todd.
We are. It's rumbling. 2 tight end set for the Red Devils. Sharkey again sets up the H-back. Kowinski looks for the first down. He's going to get snuffed. He's not going to get it. They might give him a yard close to the 45. He needs to get to the 46. Decision time for Coach McKim.
Wow, Todd, those numbers are impossible.
They are.
I think they're going to give that to Miles White, the sophomore.
So it's going to be 4th and 1. And the Red Devils are going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, it's a long one, Todd. They got to get all the way to the 46.
You know, I asked, I don't know if he's just going to try and draw him off sides, but, you know, I asked him a couple weeks ago his philosophy on fourth down, and he likes going for it. So
there's a shift. Kowinski moves to the shotgun. They've got the big blockers on the right side. I think he's going to have enough for it. Yep, just enough. Bringing him down, though, was 66. That's Diaz, the inside linebacker. He needed one. He got 1.5. So
yeah,
it's first and 10.
He needed all 6'3" of his frame to get there.
Yeah.
No better way to give your offensive line some confidence by showing that you believe in him in a situation like that.
Exactly. And I can speak from personal experience. That's exactly what you as an offensive lineman want the opportunity to get that yard and a half. So now they're going full again. James off the right side, bounces off, gets into Hobart territory, brought down by the cornerback. I believe that's Tolliver with the stop. Tolliver going both ways at the 47-yard line of the Bricks.
Yeah, Todd, so you got Cash, defensive end, going both ways. You got Diaz, offensive line, middle linebacker. You got Tolliver, cornerback, wide receiver. So you could have some tired brookies out there by the start of the fourth quarter.
It's 2nd down and 4. 8:04 on the clock here in the first quarter. Here comes Johan. Johan, the big-headed mascot here, middle of the field. Set up. They go James again. James to the left side. He gets pushed back. Looks like we got an injured Bricky holding his arm. Coming up.
It's just going to be some tough sledding in there, trying to run up the middle until you can establish that you can get out on that wing and make those linebackers be a little more honest in where their eyes are looking and what they're going to do.
3rd and 3, 7th play of the drive coming up. That was Preston Perez, who was slow to get up from his defensive tackle spot. Snap is back. Kowinski looks left, looks at his second option. He's got his man. That's, who's 46? Oh, that's 40. That's Gavin Gudgel. Gudgel with the carry. Down to the 38-yard line and a first down for the Red Devils.
Good protection by the offensive line there. I think that's one thing that the Red Devils have improved on the most over this last year.
Is that his first catch of the year, Todd?
I have Gudgel as his second catch. That one was for 8 yards. He's had a 12-yarder. No, he had an 11-yarder, so it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Red Devils keep the drive alive. James with his delayed handoff, tries to get around the corner, makes 2 men miss, makes a 3rd miss, puts his shoulder down, and gets across the 30-yard line. Nice run by Timmy James. Stephen Miller with the stop, but a 8-yard pickup and makes it 2nd and short.
Just the formation had all the brookies to the offensive left side. Once Timmy got outside, it was one-on-one, and that's kind of where he'll learn. Just keep running. Don't try and fake that guy out. You're faster than he is.
Toughest tackle to make is an angle tackle to the sidelines for a high school football player.
That's a good point.
And you saw Timmy James right there. He
outran
the first guy, and then he cut back on the second.
Bad snap. Good job by Kowinski. Gets it away. Luckily, to the flat. Just an incomplete pass. So they lived to see another day on that bad snap. That looked like that might have hit Dylan Cindy's inside of his leg or something.
I love to see the maturity of Brody on that play. He didn't panic. The ball was on the ground. He got it out. He got the ball out in position. He didn't force anything. He got the ball out. To see that growth over his 3-year career here has been fantastic.
He's
to watch.
now, that tenured senior that is going to make that. He's not going to get freaked out by something like that. Now, Gutierrez goes in motion. They fake the handoff. Following is Brody. Brody bounces it out to the left side. He's at the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Great block by Gutierrez, Todd. He came all the way back, caught that cornerback that opened up the final 5 yards for Kowinski.
A 30-yard touchdown run for Brody Kowinski, and 1 point away from leveling up here with 5:44 to go here in the first.
And that's the answer that you needed to answer that interception.
10 plays, 64 yards. I haven't done the math yet on
I got you. Coming up, brother.
On the time, but man, in to attempt the extra point will be Dylan Bisacci. Gavin Gutierrez, who had the block, will do the holding. puts it down, kick is up into the night sky, and it's good. Just like that, we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Smith Chevy and Smith Ford, located on Route 2 in Lowell, offer their customers new cars, certified pre-driven cars, a full service department, parts department, and body shop. For more information, their phone number is 219-696-8931, and their website is smithmotorsoflowell.com. Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey is your one-stop shop with offices in Lowell and Cedar Lake for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey is ready to help. Call 219-690-1100 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
I got 509 on that drive.
Well, it depends where you start counting, but yeah. Well, you start counting at 11:08.
I counted 11:03 when they. Okay.
I mean, I'm just.
Right.
It's. I mean, I'm just.
Let's add.
I don't know. I mean,
let's add 5 more seconds so that makes it 11:14.
5:24.
5:24. 64 yards, a 30-yard touchdown run by Kowinski. Basacci adds the extra point. We got ourselves a tie game.
Todd, the Indiana Football Digest brings you this score. KV kicked a field goal. They now trail 14-3.
So 5:44 on the clock, 5:24 off the clock on that 10-play drive. Basacci's kick goes to the guy on the left side because I didn't look at his number. I think that's Tolliver. Tolliver with a nice return up to about the 27-yard line where we finally get to see the offense for the Brickies.
So should we start it now? 5:37. Is that what you want to do? I mean, I know, but I've never looked at stat like how to keep that stat. We'll start it at 37.
All right, so we'll do 5:37. Yeah, because I don't know where those lost seconds go, right?
Right, how they.
So the ball rests at the 26. What do you say, Coach?
I think if you were paying attention to the Hanover game, time of possession doesn't matter.
Well said.
So that's a long-standing joke with Coach Carlson and myself about time of possession.
So the direct snap goes to Aiden Cash. Not really. The ball's out, but I think the play was whistled dead. Yeah, it's going to be a second down and call it 9, I think. Maybe a yard.
All right, Todd. They did not consult the Todd and Tony uniform.
I know.
Company before they got these jerseys.
It was great coming out, but now they get all bunched up and
yeah.
We'll do the best we can, ladies and gentlemen.
If you're listening, light numbers on dark jerseys, dark numbers on
dark jerseys?
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to see. Second down and call it 9 at the 27-yard line. Now Tatum in the gun. Calls for the snap, hands off to Cash again, wrapped up immediately, if not sooner. And there's a host of Red Devils. I think Gudgel was the first one to wrap him up, and he came crashing down, Coach.
Interesting that Hobart came out and tried to run the ball twice and haven't tried to get the ball out to their athletes and spread them out, but I guess they want to see what the new guy can do.
So it's going to bring up a third down and 8. A long 7 or a short 8.
So Sobczynski is going to go to the far side, Todd. They're going to bring – where's Tolliver?
Tolliver's at the
near
numbers,
side.
And then in the slot is Miller. Tatum sets up, looks right, hit, crushed in the backside by Gavin Gudgel. Nice job. Wow.
Immediately called an incomplete pass.
Yep. And Tatum is trotting off, and he's going to feel that one for a few.
He's trotting off because that's the only thing he can think about right now is I got to get off this field.
But there's a 3 and out just like that by the Red Devil D.
We were wondering how the Red Devils were going to handle adversity, and so far I think
they get
an A+ for that assignment.
Now, I don't get the wide splits. I know nobody really rushes anymore, but this is
you got 99. I mean, that's
true. He blew up the punt.
And he doesn't have to get through the center.
Did he give him a full running steam? Ooh, that might have been touched.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. What are we doing?
I think Jack Sharnke realized that it might have touched a Red Devil. And the fan base on this side, I thought about the 50-yard line when it bounced, it may have hit somebody. I don't know. But the Red Devils have the ball, first 10 at the 36-yard line.
Coaches were yelling to hop on the ball. I couldn't tell if it hit Hobart, if it hit the Red Devils.
So Sharnke had to make a heads-up decision because if Hobart touches it, it's their ball, right? If they down it?
I mean, if the referees...
If it touched the Red Devils, then Hobart picked it up, it could be their ball.
If that's what the referee said.
If Hobart touched it, then the ball should be where the Hobart player touched it.
Right.
So clearly the Red Devils touched it in the eyes of the officials.
3:50 on the clock, 1st and 10, back at the 36-yard line. Second time they're starting from the 36. Kowinski tries the left side. Nice job by the Brickies of kind of spreading it out. I don't think he's going to get anything, and there's a flag late on in the defensive backfield.
As a former coach, that's hard to watch. There's no need for that. And if they paid attention in the Hanover game, that's what made the game close. Just block hard. He had a great play. Block hard and get up and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Did you see who it was on, Coach?
I won't say on air because it's high school, right?
Oh, got it.
Personal foul.
And it's going to be second down.
Yeah. And a 15-yard walk-off. So what was the 36 will now be the 21. And second down and 25 to go.
But, if you saw anything right there, you saw the Kowinski speed got outside of Cash. Fortunately for the Brickies, the rest of the defense got there, but I think you just have a little bit more speed right now for Lowell.
Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Gutierrez and Timmy James takes it right up the gut. He'll get maybe a yard. I don't even think they're going to give him a yard.
I mean, the problem with that penalty is it just shifts momentum so fast. You had almost blocked you scored a touchdown, almost blocked the punt, had great field position, and now you're in third and
country mile.
24.
County line mile.
Credit to the Coach McKim. He's coaching the kid up, and he'll learn from his mistake, and he'll get him back out on the field.
So now 3 receivers deployed to the right side and an empty backfield for the senior play caller. James with Gutierrez and Eisen. There's the pass to Gutierrez. Nice job of trying to correct at the 42. Couldn't get. He started out left and the ball was thrown to the right. Couldn't come up with it. It's going to bring up a 4th down in a punting situation.
Spun like a top, Todd. But it was there. The 3 defenders for the Brickies kind of zoned it up a little bit. And it was a nice ball.
Subchinski and Tolliver go back deep. Versace stands inside his 10-yard line. We've got 2:38 remaining here in the first frame. Snap is back. Good snap. Versace puts a foot into it. Tolliver's going to take it on the run and gets hit immediately at the 45 by Gutierrez. Gutierrez is playing a heck of a game.
He's
special teamer.
Another one that he's growing into his role, and he's allowing us to sit Timmy James. He's allowing us to sit some of our Ron Vasco instead of being out there on every play, and that's what you need. You need these kids to step up and accept their role and do the best they can, and it's fun to watch Goots out there.
Goots. Look at that. You're bringing the nicknames, too. I love it. Go ahead, Coach.
Seiko Industries, located at 1715 Moore Street in Lowell, is the leading manufacturer of kitchen and vanity cabinetry, including single kitchen units, distributed through contractors, builders, and dealers. We're looking for talented individuals to join our growing team. Be part of a company that supports the local community and delivers quality craftsmanship.
So 2 safeties, Todd.
Tatum, hands off to Cash. Cash, no, it's the Tatum faked the ball, and I fell for it. He took it around the right side and he's going to get to the 49-yard line. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I mean, the least they could do for you, Todd, is wear different socks or different color shoes or something.
Yeah, I know.
The good news is I believe in 2027 these uniforms are illegal.
Are they really?
I believe.
Because of this very thing?
Because of this very thing. You have to have a contrasting number, not just a outline.
Tatum again. Oh, gets hit from the backside by big number 99, Cam. Hazlett. Sorry about that.
What's fun to watch there is Cam didn't take the play off. He got up the field, he put his foot in the ground, and he tracked back.
Turned back around, right?
You know, that's the kid's pretty good, but to get him to play the whole play and to see him grow into that and mature into that, that's just going to make the Red Devil defense that much better.
Tatum got 5 on the play. It's 3rd down and 1. You need to get just to the 45-yard line. Tatum, toss. Nice catch by Tolliver. He dives for it.
He's short.
Almost picked up by Malachi Goodall.
Malachi saw the end zone.
He did. He saw his pick 6.
But just great concentration by Tolliver, but he's going to be short, so
they're moving it back.
Now here's the time for Coach Schreiber to answer.
So it's 4th and 2 at the 47. So Miller goes to the numbers at the top. Tolliver down at the bottom.
Aaron down to 101 with Tolliver.
Tatum. Hands off to Cash. I don't think
he didn't get it
at all.
Not where the line judge is.
Nope.
I don't think they were sure of the play to begin with. The tight end barely got his hand down on the ground before it was set.
Gudgel came around from the corner and just stopped that play. He's doing a great job.
So great, again, resilience from the 15-yard penalty. Great stop right there. Now you're in great field position. What can you do if you're the Red Devils?
Coach, what do you dial up here with?
I'm handing the ball off to number 32, so you're asking the wrong guy. Which I'm guessing Coach Bilka is going to put the ball up in the air right here. Let's see.
So it's 1st and 10. Empty backfield would indicate as such, or maybe the naked boot by the QB. Sharkey sets up the left side, loads it up. There's almost another INT, and Subchinski's got he had a beat on that one.
Yeah, there was really no receiver there. There was a confusion. That ball was thrown short of Gutierrez.
So let's go back to Coach, because
let's put it on the
two bad things can happen out of 3.
Listen, you want to get to the point where you can throw the ball when you want to, not when you have to. I get it.
I've heard that somewhere. So now James comes back in to the left side of Kowinski. Sharkey again is going to set up to the right side of the formation. They give it to Tim. He goes back to the left. Dives ahead, get a couple close to the midfield stripe. Going to stop him at the 49, so it's going to be a pickup of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Todd, you had Troy Schmelter in that time, number 39. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
36?
36.
No, yeah, 36. 5'6", 180, lining up as the near side tight end.
He's been in there with Sharkey. Now they go big. Under a half minute to play. Fake. There's the pass going over the top. He's got Sharkey wide open, in and out of his hand. That was your pass, Tony. In and out of the hands of Zach Sharkey, and he was wide open for a moment. But now, with 21 ticks to go, Dylan Bisacci's going to come back in, and the second punt of the first quarter for the Red Devils.
There's some exciting plays that time. The Brickies brought a blitz, picked up really well by the Red Devils offensive line. Time for Brody to throw the ball, and that's just 2 throws tonight, Todd, that were just a little bit off. That would have been big plays.
Bisacci at the 37-yard line. Tolliver and Subchinski are back. Tolliver's going to let that one bounce. Bounces at the 23, rolls for the Red Devils. Inside the 5, and he jumps on it right there. Roan Vasco taps him, makes sure he goes down.
Let me give Seiko their due here. Seiko Industries, located at 17151 Moore Street in Lowell, is a leading manufacturer of kitchen and vanity cabinetry, including single kitchen units distributed through contractors, builders, and dealers. We're looking for talented individuals to join our growing team. Be part of a company that supports the local community and delivers quality craftsmanship. Visit us online at SeikoIndustries.com or call 219-696-2800 to learn about current job openings and start your next career chapter with Seiko Industries.
Smith Chevy and Smith Ford, located at Route 2 in Lowell, offers their customers new cars, certified pre-driven cars, a full-service parts department, and body shop. For more information, their phone number is 219-696-8931, and their website is smithmotorsoflowell.com.
I'll get you a pen.
No.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Bricks. Empty backfield for Tatum. Tatum fakes left with the pass, goes to the right side, gets stood up by Zach Sharkey, who just missed that last catch. Got him to the 12-yard line, gain of 4, second down and 6.
And that's definitely an adjustment to the loss of Pickett. They did not run that quarterback run all of last week against Andrean.
Into the first quarter, it's a good one here in the region. 7-7, the Bricks and the Red Devils back right after these messages on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
State Farm Insurance asks, what if your roommate, we'll call him Einstein, decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl full of cookie dough and sets your apartment on fire? State Farm has an agent for that. See your State Farm agent for auto, renters, frankly all kinds of insurance. Call them today. Connie Bernardi, 1072 Joliet Road, Dyer. Call Connie at 219-322-9959. Greg Taylor, 794 McCool Road, Valparaiso. Call Greg at 219-762-4911. And Dave Ross, 450 West Lincoln Way, Suite 210, Valparaiso. Call Dave at 219-464-3581.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Opportunities are everywhere, even right around the corner. That's where you'll find Horizon Bank, going beyond to make a difference in our community. Whether you're starting a business or a family, expanding your kitchen or your customer base, drop by and see us for friendly service, local expertise, and solid financial advice. Horizon Bank, beyond ordinary banking. Learn more at horizonbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second quarter here at the Brickyard. 7-7 is the score. It's second down and 6 at the 12-yard line for Hobart. There's the fake handoff. Ooh. Mr. Hazlitt, meet Mr. Tatum. Or I should say Mr. Tatum, meet Mr. Hazlitt.
Mr. Tatum is taking a beating right now on some of these runs. I'm not sure how much longer he's going to want to do it.
It's third down and no gain on that last one, so it will be 3rd and 6 at the 12. Could flip the field here.
Only 8 plays in that first quarter for Lowell. 6 runs, 2 passes. And the passes went for 1 for 2 for 0 yards.
In the backfield for the Brickies are Tatum and Cash. Tatum sets up, looks to the left side, got a man open. That's Tolliver on an island, and he's going to get enough yardage for a first down. Good job by Aaron Dondo. Gave him a little bit of a cushion, but the first catch of the night by Bryce Tolliver for the first down of the night for the Brickies. First down.
I think that's
first everything offensively, right?
Yep.
Something we're going to see a little bit more of here is Hobart's trying to spread Lowell out a little bit more.
We get to the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bricks. Tatum does it again, same spot. Tolliver again. Aaron Dondo defending.
Great pursuit by Schneider to the outside to make sure that tackle didn't get broken.
Excuse me, that was Gage Wemberly on the coverage that time. Got 9 on the play to the 30. So it's second down and short, 2nd and 1.
And on that play, Cam Hazlitt was getting double teamed inside, so they recognize what he can do to this offense.
Miller and Tolliver now down at the bottom of the screen. There's the fake handoff. Tatum got first down yardage. Wemberly comes up from his corner spot along with Lincoln Schneider, but Tatum gets the 6 yards and a first down for the Bricks. So their offense has changed.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, completely different. I'm going to stop watching games from last week because this has no resemblance to what they tried to do last week and no resemblance to what they did in the first quarter.
Well, they have lost their primary Max Pickett. He is not in there, so that kind of lands on the quarterback. Tatum now sets up. Pumps once, lets it fly, goes over the middle, picked off. Roan Vasco with the INT at the 35-yard line.
Ball was overthrown all the way. Vasco had it dialed in. Huge turnover for Lowell. Let's see if they can put another 5-minute drive together and put this in the back of the end zone. At Langen Realty, we believe that everyone is family. From our dedicated team to our valued clients, you're always at home with us. As proud Red Devil alumni and former athletes, we're not just part of the community, we're rooted in it. We're committed to guiding our neighbors through every real estate transaction with the ease and care that only family can provide. Langen Realty, where your journey becomes our journey, and together we find your perfect place to call home.
I want to say hi to Miss Loretta Alward, who's out there listening once again. Thank you, Loretta. It's so sweet. You got is your mom and You folks?
I don't know if my mom's watching the game tonight.
This is Kilmer. Come on. 1st and 10. Brody mishandles the snap. Does a nice job of getting his composure. He's going to lose 5 yards, but a smart 5-yard loss, in my opinion. Vontrell Jones was there on the stop.
Just everything seems a little bit out of sync right now. I don't know if they're rushing. Brody just took his eyes off that, hit him in the hands, and fell fortunately right in front of him. But now you're in a position where you got to throw the ball a little bit. Not, as Coach keeps saying, not when you want to, but when you have to.
10 minutes on the board till halftime. Gutierrez will come to the bottom of the screen.
Only 1 for 5 for 8 yards so far for Klawinski.
Brody speaks with Zach. They get there. There goes James. James tries to get around the corner. Can't. Good job by the Brickies of pinning him in. And nice job by Preston Perez and Josh Diaz coming in for the tackle.
We should get the Hobart coaches next door to us on the mic, Todd. They're going to call out every play before it happens.
Little anthem. Well, that's what we got with Kilmer here, too, right? He knows what's going on.
He's already thinking 3 plays ahead, though. That's the problem.
I know.
We did run it to our sideline, so I would have gotten that one right.
So the fans on the Brickies home sideline here are loud and proud. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. 2 receivers to the bottom. Go ahead, Tony.
Single coverage down here, Todd.
Steps up, lets it fly. Arendondo's got the catch right at the 50-yard line. Miller with the tackle, but a nice delivery that time by Brody Klawinski to Max Arredondo. First down, Red Devils.
Beautiful route. Started in the slot on the near side. Just ran a nice slow route, let everything clear out underneath, and a beautiful right on the number spot. Tight window throw from Brody Klawinski.
I got to give the shout out to Jake Slager, the offensive line.
Yep.
They're giving Brody time to throw, and Jake was a 4-year starter at Wabash College, and you can see a lot of that coming into play here.
18 yards on the pickup, 1st and 10. There's the fake jet sweep. Klawinski goes right back at it. Might get to the Hobart side of the 50. Going to call it no gain, 2nd and 10.
And you can see just the step up in competition from the last 4 weeks is that's usually been open for 7 or 8 yards at least. And they stopped him there for no gain.
These guys go big across the front. It's Cash, Ethan Abrego, 6'1", 320 pounds. Preston Perez is kind of tiny at 190, and Logan Peters 2 1/4. Average about 240. So they're giving away 13 pounds. There's Klawinski. Nice job looking for Arredondo. Outthrows him that time. Incomplete.
I think they got their legs tangled up, Todd. Arredondo had a little bit of an inside position, but I think right at the last minute got his legs clipped. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
At the 50, 7:50 to go here in the first half. So Vasco and Arredondo will, along with Eisen, will be the wideouts. James will be in the backfield. Arredondo's in the slot. Vasco's at the top of the screen. Sharkey down to the bottom. Ball in the right hash. Klawinski looking right. Throwing. He's got his man. Nice defense that time. Sticking a hand in there at the last minute. Oh, I can't see that.
Sorry.
I think it's a single digit. And they get messed up.
Is that our guy, Subchinski?
No. I think it's 3.
I mean, it's a good effort. Throw it downfield. You're either going to get the penalty, you're going to get the incompletion, or you're going to get a completion. And if you get an interception, it's as good as a punt. So
that was the bandit, the 5'8" sophomore, Terry Irvin. So 4th and 10. Bisacci puts a foot into it. Good kick. Subchinski goes back, takes it at the 5. Sheds one tackle, gets around the corner.
Penalty flag.
Second. He's pointing to the
flag down, Todd.
The coach, he's going to take it all the way, but it's coming all the way back. Nate Subchinski, unfortunately, back at the 12-yard line, sits some laundry that's going to make this crowd go nuts.
And the coach is in the next box.
I've got to move a little bit further away because we don't want to catch any of the audio.
No strays. No stray audio. So it's
audio.
going to be that's at the 12. So it's going to be first down from the 6. If this crowd doesn't riot.
What is the hitting the hands in the? What is that, Coach?
Like a crackback block?
Is it called personal foul?
He did say a personal foul.
Targeting, I believe.
Wow. So that's at the 12-yard line. So they'll probably back him up and half the distance to the goal.
I wonder if it was somebody, a brickie coming down, heading the wrong way, heading towards their end zone and blocking. You're not allowed to.
So in that case, it wasn't a block in the black. I mean, we don't have replay. You have to lead with your hands out in the open. You're not allowed to just tee off on somebody out in the open anymore. And so my guess is the brookie player led with his shoulder instead of his hands.
Instead of his hands. So that negates a Nathan Sobczynski 96-yard punt return. And it puts the ball back with 7:24 to go here in the first half at the 6-yard line.
This has been a game of some huge swings. Wow. Huge swings.
So, ball on the right hash, 2 receivers to the left for Tatum. He goes underneath to Cash. Cash does a nice job of getting some yardage and give him a little bit more breathing room. Past the 10-yard line, they're going to spot it about the 13. Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, they found something they like in this short passing game, which you have to worry about if you're the Red Devils. And now, what do you do with Bryce Tolliver? If everything's short, he's going to give you a little double move and go.
Yep. Speaking of Tolliver, he's coming down to the numbers at the bottom of the screen, out of the screen right now.
At least he's got his Jordans on, you can tell.
That's true. There goes Cash right up the middle, and he's going backwards. There's Wimberly's in there. Can't see the end. Yep, Cam Haslett too. So no gain on that play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
So here's where, if you're Lowell, you have to walk up a little bit. They've been giving a lot of cushions to these wide receivers.
Right.
On 3rd and 2.5, you can't give them as much cushion as you've been given. It'll be an easy pass for Tatum.
Logan Peters.
They're setting up this wide receiver screen again.
Actually, that's not Peters coming off. Timeout's going to be called.
For the injury, yeah, they're calling it out.
We'll take a timeout, too. Be back right after.
No, I think they're going.
Nope, they are going? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It was an official timeout for, I don't know if they,
Cash
helmet injury or helmet, and you got Smith coming back in, or Miles White coming back in.
Miles White will set up in the backfield. So it has something to do with Aiden Cash's helmet, because he's on a knee at about the 25-yard line, attending to it.
So you got a screen coming right here, Todd, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's got to be, because you're not going to give it to the sophomore White, I wouldn't think. Sobczynski goes in motion. They faked it. Ball's on the ground, and it's recovered by the Red Devils at the 5-yard line. Jaron Cannon with the recovery, so another big turnover by the Brickies. Karen with the fumble recovery.
I think they were trying to hand that off to Sobczynski.
Yep, on the jet sweep, right?
Or Tatum was going to pull it, and Sobczynski just held on to it too much. So a disaster if you're the Brickies. You thought you had a punt return for a touchdown, and now you fumble the ball and give it back to Lowell on the 6-yard line.
Ball rests at the 6. 1st and goal for the Red Devils. They go with their big 3-man in the backfield. Timmy James, the dot in the back. They give it to James. Goes to the right side, looking for the end zone. He's going to get to about the 2-yard line. Nice push that time up front by Lincoln Schneider.
Like to see Timmy lowers his body frame a little bit, get those shoulders more parallel to the ground here as we get closer to the end zone.
Todd, I think they put that all the way down to the 1.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. Between the 1 and the 2. Kowinski now goes under center again. Ball in the right hash. They give it to Schneider. Schneider with the push.
The bro push.
And the second effort, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils.
That's a nice little play. You don't know which guy to tackle, the
who's
fullback
got the
or
ball.
the quarterback.
Lincoln Schneider with his 3rd touchdown of the year. And just like that, wow. Red Devils are back on top, or are on top.
And you just you switch that. You got your turnover for your pick six back on that play. So now you're back on schedule with kickoffs and second half starts and things like that. 35 seconds, Todd. I got you.
Thank you so much. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick by Versace is up and good. We got ourselves a game. The Red Devils 14, Brickies 7. We're going to take a timeout and be back right after these messages.
Mi Ranchito, located at 149 West Commercial in Lowell, is open every day from 11 to 10 for lunch and dinner. They offer their customers a complete menu featuring seafood chimichanga, steak fajitas, tacos, and burritos. Their phone number is 219-696-2270. Regional Radio Sports thanks Mi Ranchito Restaurant in Lowell, a proud supporter of Lowell Athletics, for help making the broadcast of this game possible.
Engravables, located at 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso, between Vale Park Road and Glendale, across from McDonald's, is your headquarters for awards, trophies, plaques, name badges, and rubber stamps. For more information, stop in or give them a call at 219-477-5656. Their web address is www.engravables.net. That's Engravables, 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso.
5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the first half. A two-play drive covering 6 yards and 35 seconds. Lincoln Schneider goes the final yard over. Versace's extra point is good. It's the Red Devils 14, the Brickies 7. Oop. Way back deep. Tolliver slips. Oops, he's got a seam. He's got a seam, and he's still on his feet. Finally gets knocked out of bounds. Nice return by Bryce Tolliver all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, slipped. Caught that ball at the one, slipped as he got going. But Versace was there to slow him down enough on that sideline. But it goes back to what you talked to Coach about, Todd, at the beginning. The power of being able to kick the ball in the end zone instead of giving it or having Hobart earn the ball on the 45-yard line.
So 5:04 on the clock. The last two drives, the Brickies have turned it over. I'm sure they're just looking now just to hang on to the football and try to get some positive yardage here.
Well, here you get the what they're calling the middle 8 in college now, Todd, the middle 6.
Yeah.
The Brickies can get a twofer. If they can score here, they get the ball to start the second half.
Ball rests at the 43-yard line of Hobart. 1st and 10. Tatum takes the snap, hands off to Cash. Cash has got a nice run. Still on his feet. He's going to be driven down at they're going to give him the 50-yard line. That's Sharkey on the stop along with Vasco and Wimberly.
So the change, you got Logan Peters now, number 0, in as a tight end, taking Cash's spot, who's taking Pickett's spot. So now you got your two defensive ends going both ways.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Welcome to 4A football, fellas.
Yeah, no kidding. There goes Cash. Coming from the backside is Schneider. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Schneider, that was 26. That was John Judd. So good job by Judd coming around from the backside to clean up that tackle. So it's 3rd down. They've had a hard time with these 3rd and shorts.
But it's obviously 2-down territory. You take a shot here with Tolliver. He's got Aaron Dondo on him. Safety's in the middle of the field.
Sapchinski in the slot to the right side. There's the fake pass. They shot to Tolliver, and Aaron Dondo's right there on top of him, but enough for a 1st down at the 43-yard line of the Red Devils.
Showing Tolliver a lot of respect there.
A lot of cushion.
But you had Vasco kind of cheating to the far side of the field, so Aaron Dondo definitely out on an island.
A little bit of a hurry-up offense. 3:37 to go. Fake, rolling. Tatum sets up, lets it fly, going deep, looking for Sapchinski. Throws it out of bounds, incomplete.
Held on to that ball for a long time, Todd. I think if you throw that ball to the inside, it's going to be a touchdown. He threw it so high that he let the Lowell D-backs catch up and would have been there to break up the pass if it hadn't been thrown out of bounds.
Clock stops with 3:29. Coach, what do you got?
It was a nice coverage by Wimberley 19 there, not to get caught up in the pass interference on a play that's a 50-50 ball.
So Tolliver now at the top of the screen. Got to keep an eye out on him. Aaron Dondo with the coverage, single coverage on him. Timeout. Red Devils, their first of the first half. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Red Devil fans, the big game is tonight, but before you cheer on Lowell High, why not fuel up at George's? Just across the street from the school, George's is the perfect spot to grab a delicious family meal before heading to the stadium. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, fresh salads, or something sweet, George's has you covered. So come on over, bring your friends and family, and let's kick off game night with great food and even better company. Remember, supporting George's is supporting your local community. See you there.
When it comes to your technological needs, Cuban Network cares about your quality of experience. Located at 103 Polk Street in LaPorte, Cuban Networks wants to build client relationships that withstand the test of time and changing technology. You can buy technology from anywhere, but Cuban Network's dedication to making your purchase a great one is the difference you've been looking for. Give them a call at 219-369-4357 or visit them online at cubannet.com. Cuban Networks, moving and storing data fast and safe.
I thank you guys for being on top of these. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
So, Coach, you obviously Tolliver's the playmaker. Do you start to shade a safety that way and trust your guys on the other receivers to cover one-on-one, or are you going to leave Aaron Dondo out there by himself to make it happen?
I mean, right now you're going bend, no break, so we're not giving up the big play to Tolliver. You're not too worried about giving up that 3-yard, 5-yard pass. So, I think their game plan right now is just play man underneath with a little coverage over top, just like you got your interception earlier in the game.
Jerron Cannon on that last tackle of Alex Tatum. He gets to the 36-yard line, or 39-yard line, so a 4-yard pickup, so it's 3rd down and 6. 6th play of the drive here for the Bricks. Just three minutes to go here in the first half. There's the fake handoff, looking left. There's a slip by Tolliver, and that was going to be an out pattern, and he just slipped on the turf at about the 30-yard line, so it's going to pick up a 4th.
So, Coach, you talked about earlier in the game where Hazlitt would play and what he'd be doing.
Yeah.
That time they moved him out to a defensive end position, try and move him around so you can't find him. Didn't get anywhere on that play, but it's interesting to see what they're going to try and do with the young man.
Timeout called by the Brickies, so they each now have 2 timeouts. I'm going to put that one up there.
Mayor Pete Landon, the Crown Point Pace Department, are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say go Bulldogs. Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in city services, and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Landon and the Pace team invite everyone to browse wares from 70-plus vendors at the Crown Point Farmers Market from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. most Saturdays through September 27th at Bulldog Park. For a list of vendors, visit crownpoint.info/farmersmarket.
Did you know that PMI NWI is the highest-rated property management company in Northwest Indiana? Whether you own one property or many, we're here to make your life easier. No contracts required. Let Property Management, Inc. handle the headaches while you enjoy your investment. Visit us at www.pminwi.com or call us at 219-318-1244 and let's see how we can help you get the most out of your properties. And don't forget to check out our Google reviews.
All right, 2:54 on the clock for the game reset. Red Devils up 14-7. It's 4th down and 6 at the 39-yard line. Tatum takes a snap, rolls to his left. Here comes the pressure. Gudgel underneath, throwing it up into the night sky. There's Tolliver correcting on the sideline. Did he come down with it?
Yes. No, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Wow, the referee gave it a stop the clock before he gave it an out of bounds.
Gudgel and Gang Switch, the G-Twins, came right at the same time, just hammered Tatum. And he threw that one up into the night sky, and Tolliver almost made a great tiptoe.
Referees in the stands, Todd, disagree.
Oh.
I mean, that play could only be further away from where everybody's sitting, but they all disagree. But it was too close. That ball was up in the air for a while, and the Lowell defensive backs didn't see it right away. But now you have 2:45 on the clock, plenty of time for Lowell to flip that go down here and get a 2-score lead.
So the hands guys are off to the right.
Well, now Lowell's kind of gone to, by next week, we're going to have pictures of movie stars up there as signaling boards.
Vasco at the bottom of the screen. Kowinski in the gun with James to his left. James picks up the block. Nice job. There's Kowinski delivering. Overthrown. Intended for Bo Eisen. He was throwing into double coverage that time. And there could have been a flag.
I mean, there was contact there, but I think if Bo put his hands on first, so you're probably not going to get that call. If Bo just would have ran through him, he might have gotten it.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped with 2:40.
Right, and so the question is 2 timeouts still for Hobart. They're thinking about what if we get the ball back? What can we do with it?
Both squads have 2 timeouts left.
Aaron Dondo in the slot, kind of by himself at the moment. No.
Now he moves in motion. There's a flag.
5 yards against Lowell.
Yep, I'm going to take this off the. That's not a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just getting the fact that the Red Devils have already called 1. They have 2 left. That's a 5-yard walk-off back to the 34-yard line. So it's still 2nd down, but it's 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Lowell penalty. That's only their 2nd penalty tonight. The personal foul and then that one.
Brickies haven't had any, have they?
Nope.
So it's been a pretty clean game.
On the kickoff return.
On the punt return.
Just a small one.
Just a small one, yeah. You'd think you'd remember something like that, huh? So 2nd and 15 at the 34. James flies out to the right side. They're going to get it to him out in the island. He's got some room. Cuts it back. Got a 1st down across the 50-yard line into. Nope, they're going to stop it right at the. They like those big lines.
They do.
At the 50-yard line, 16 yards on the pickup. He needed 15. It's a 1st down, Red Devils.
And that's what they were trying to do early. They're trying to find ways to get Timmy James the ball other than from behind the quarterback.
Clock winds. No real urgency at this point in time. Still got plenty of time. Arredondo in the slot. Eisen at the bottom of the screen. Sharnke sets up on the left side. Ball on the right hash for the Red Devils. Here's the fake. Going high and deep. Looking for Eisen, and that's going to be right in the hands of Tolliver. Tolliver with the interception. So 2 INTs tonight for Brody Kowinski. Uncharacteristic of him. But there have been 2 turnovers by the Red Devils, for the Red Devils as well. So Brickies will get the ball now. 1:58 on the clock, 2 timeouts left at the 10-yard line.
I don't think it's a bad idea to take your shot there. I mean, you're putting the Brickies deep in their own end zone, and they're having a hard time moving the ball. So see what happens.
1:58 on the clock, 1st and 10. They spot it. They like these big lines, man, right at the 10-yard line.
They make it easy for them.
They sure do. So now if you're Coach Schreiber, Coach Kilmer, what are you thinking here? Your offense the last 3 times out it's been downs, a fumble recovery by the Red Devils, and an interception by the Red Devils.
He's going to try and get the ball in 18 hands. And this is where you probably put 2 over the top of him, make somebody else beat you.
So you have to watch the crisscross here, right? So you got to know which of the receivers you're going with.
Yeah. Tatum calls his own numbers, sheds a couple of tacklers. Wemberly is there along with Eisen on the tackle at the 20-yard line.
Get the 1st down, go into your no huddle. Here we go.
Clock stopped to set the chains. Now it's winding. 1st and 10 at the 20. There's the pull down. They look to Subchinski. Wemberly
Easy.
There on the tackle. Easy
what
on the tackle.
What are you doing?
And Wemberly threw him down hard. I think Gage thought he caught the ball. I'm going to go with that. But that was ill-advised for sure. So that's going to be a 15-yard walk-off again. So the big penalties have occurred for both teams.
I mean,
so they'll walk it off to the 35-yard line, and it'll be another 1st down and 10 for the Bricks. And 1:38 left.
Mark that one in your scorebook, Todd. That was...
Yeah. So now 3 receivers to the left side for Hobart. Tight end that left side as well. Tatum pulls it down. He's going to get wrapped up, but nice job of keeping his feet. And there's Malachi Goodall at the 31-yard line, cuts it back to the 50, goes to the right side, up the middle of the field. A push gives him a little extra shove, and he gets down to the 30-yard line. So a myriad of interceptions and turnovers here in this first half. Red Devils with 121 and the ball at the 29.
Todd, I got to go back. If we had replay, the person who made that play was Cam Haslett.
Yep.
He collapsed the entire right side of the line, allowed the other defenders to get in on Tatum, forced Tatum to throw that ball up for grabs. But you could see he did his wrestling, went low, brought everybody with him, and opened up the rest of that corridor to the quarterback.
I mean, that was an ill-advised throw, but I got to give Tatum a little bit of shout-out. He just threw a rope 40 yards on his back foot, falling down with a heavyweight champion wrapped around his ankles.
Kowinski, the out pattern, and Vasco slipped and couldn't get his balance to get the catch, so incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Or is that why he plays safety?
That's a very good point. Can't catch, you play safety, right? 117. And coach is saying, "What's a safety?"
Yeah.
What's a safety?
What's a safety?
What's a safety?
I mean, Todd tried tripping me up.
Coach is saying, "What's a wide receiver?" Who are you kidding?
He tried tripping me up with that coverage question.
Hey, I mean, you did all that research. When was the last time Lowell threw the ball 11 times and a half?
Sachi warming up on the side. If it comes to that,
it wasn't with the lead. I can promise you that.
Timeout's going to be called by Hobart.
Personal injury attorney Dave Cox proudly supports region football and wishes the Hobart Brickies and all our region teams the best of luck. We hope you never need his services, but if you were hurt in a wreck, call Cox. Attorney Cox is a life member of the $1 Million Advocates Forum and is dedicated to representing seriously injured victims of negligence and getting fair and just results. For a free consultation to discuss his best game plan in your case, call or text 219-CALL-COX, which is 219-225-5269, or check him out online at davecoxlaw.com.
Wow. What a game. I mean, a 96-yard touchdown punt return for a touchdown called back on a personal foul. Fumble recoveries, interceptions, left and right.
Yeah, two
excitement.
2 interceptions for Lowell, 2 interceptions and a fumble for the Brickies.
Unreal. So 1:17 on the clock. The ball again at the 30-yard line for the Red Devils. Aaron Dondo in the slot. Ison at the numbers, and here comes James. Kowinski goes the other way. Nice job of coming up from the corner spot. I believe it was Miles White at the 25-yard line, so they'll get 5, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Great pursuit inside out from the Brickies there. Thought there was a lot more for Kowinski on that. I think he might have hesitated for a second. He looked, should he cut it back inside at the hash instead of just going straight outside?
They're spotted at the 26, so we only got 4, but it's 3rd down and 6 as the clock winds down, 46 seconds to go. Kowinski thought about it, pulls it down, going to his right, cuts it, does a little dance on the sideline, and he's going to go out of bounds at the, where? Put it down, put a foot down, 23?
3. So a 40-yard field goal from there, Coach?
Yeah.
40-yarder.
Todd, it's been, I don't think we've had rain, but the footing on this field seems really bad tonight for some reason.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that have slipped coming out of breaks. Kowinski slipped there.
Tolliver slipped a couple of times.
Tolliver slipped, yeah.
Vasco slipped. So, yeah, I mean, we were on the turf. It didn't seem that bad.
So 40's too far.
With 36 ticks to go. Now 3 deployed to the left side with Sharnke there as well. Ball on the right hash for Kowinski. Brody looks right up the gut. He's not going to get it.
Nope, short.
Going to be short by a yard. So, man. So that's the 1-2. Third time that the ball's been turned over on downs here in the first half. 31 seconds to go.
If I know the offensive coordinator, Bilka, he called that play before Coach McKim could think about kicking it. That's what OCs do to head coaches.
Really? They get the play in?
They get the play out there quick.
Ball rests at the 21 for the Bricks.
I mean, right now, if you're the Bricks, you'd sit on it, just take a knee and get out of here.
Well, again, with the way you've been talking about Tony, is you got guys going both ways. So maybe that's a good plan. And some of those guys going both ways are going to be the wide receivers flying up and down the field, having to run 40 yards and then bring it back. So you're right. They're going to go with Cash right up the middle. He'll get about 7 or 8. And no need or urgency to stop the clock here. They might run one more play. Picked up 8 on the play to the 29.
They have one timeout to burn. Coach Schreiber's
can't take it with you.
Smart call. Listen, let's go into the locker room. Let's regroup. Got to find a way to move the ball.
That's what they'll do. So we've come to halftime here at the Brickyard, where it's been the Red Devils and the Brickies. Lowell up 14-7 over Hobart. We'll take a timeout and come back. Talk halftime here in the region. We got ourselves a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you joined us. Back after these messages.
Every day, people turn to their local Family Express store to fuel up and find what they're looking for. They enjoy their fuel for the day, fuel for their vehicle, even Grandma grabs some fuel for the grandkids before she gives them back to Mom and Dad. But what gives us all a little extra fuel? Saving money. And Family Express is helping you do just that with FE Perks. FE Perks is a rewards program helping you save money on fuel by purchasing everyday items. When you buy perked items like a pop or soda, depending on where you hail from, and a snack, items add up to even more savings. You save at least 3 cents off fuel every time you use FE Perks. Pick up your Family Express Perks card, register and get exclusive access to club cards, coupons, and free items in store. Download the app or sign up with your phone number for FE Perks by heading over to FamilyExpress.com.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. While the folks are entertained by the dance crew here at Hobart High School, you see the score, the Red Devils 14. Oh, let's do this right.
Halftime?
Halftime, maybe. Let's just put that up on the big board. Halftime. Red Devils 14, Hobart, the Brickies 7. Interesting dynamic, and again, no football game is ever the same, but man, this one's just been odd. Second play from scrimmage, a pick 6 by Nate Subchinski. He went 45 yards in about 10 seconds, and just like that, 52 seconds into the game, Hobart had a 7-0 lead. Red Devils then counter with a 10-play, 64-yard drive in 5 minutes and 24 seconds. A 30-yard touchdown run by Brody Kowinski. Dylan Basacci added the extra point. We were tied at 7. And then into the second quarter, after a series of turnovers, the Red Devils ended up with the ball first and goal at the 6. It took them 2 plays and 35 seconds for Lincoln Schneider to go over the final yard. Basacci adds the extra point. That's how we got to the score. But, man, there have been a lot of other festivities going on out on the field, huh, Coach?
Yeah, got to clean that up. We can't in a tough ball game like this, a big conference game like this. You can't shoot yourself in the foot with your own infractions. Lowell's defense right now. Everybody's been talking about Timmy James and Brody Kowinski, but man, is the Lowell Red Devil defense for real? And you can say what you want about Pickett being out and whatnot, but the Red Devils are doing a great job of keeping the athletes of Hobart in check, and I think that's part of the deal. I don't know if Coach Schreiber knows what he can do.
Yeah, only 83 total yards for Hobart, 5 for 11, 32 yards through the air, 15 carries for 51 yards.
On the flip side, am I impressed with the Tate kid? I mean, that kid's a warrior, and does he have an arm?
He certainly is. And, he and Subchinski have really played well for the Brickies here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they got to figure out a way. It's like starting over. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, welcome to 4A football. When you lose a kid, sometimes you're losing to 2 starters, not just one.
Yeah.
And then you have to move a kid, and if you take a 2-way starter and make him a tailback, you got to give him a break. Like that's what coaching at this level does, and it also makes it exciting as a coach.
So let's talk about that, because again, we're not going to talk halftime adjustments because there are no such thing as halftime adjustments. Thanks, Peyton Manning, and Coach Kilmer. But you've got your offensive guy, your coordinator, your defensive coordinator coming to you, and you've got guys that are going both ways. You've got Tolliver going both ways. You've got a couple of offensive linemen and linebackers going both ways. What are your coordinators telling you? These guys are good, or these guys are gassed, and we got to get them a break.
The way what we would set it up is you have 2-way players, but he's an offensive player, so he's going to get his breaks on defense.
Okay,
and
so
those guys have to talk, but. For example, the Diaz kid, they probably don't have another offensive lineman, so if they're going to give him a break, they're going to have to find that third linebacker to come in and spell him for a series or two, or a couple plays at the beginning of a series.
Right.
And that's just a mindset that you kind of go into.
And then you got to make sure that the kids are prepared to make those types of changes, because they're going into the game. They know they're going to be playing both ways, but now. Little gassed. They got to be smart and mature enough, right?
Smart, mature. They have to be focused. They're learning both sides of the ball. When you compare a 4A school to a Crown Point 6A school with 115 kids, you only get so many minutes in a week. Well, a 4A school, we got to divide that by 2, offense and defense.
Right. Exactly.
Crown Point gets to give all that time to their offense, all that time, and they still have a kid the Gibbs kid who goes both ways.
Right.
But a kid like that at a school like Crown Point, he's an exceptional kid. Like he's going to pick it up pretty easy.
Right. Hey, Danny Freeman, the Harrier from Lowell, has joined us. How you doing, Danny?
Pretty good.
What do you think about your assessment of the first half so far?
It's definitely going to come down to the last minutes. I mean, both teams are really going at it. It's kind of like a stalemate, interception here, fumble there. Right. So, it's going to come down to what team can find the little mistake the other team is making and if they can capitalize on it.
So you've got to meet tomorrow?
Yes, at Highland High School.
At Highland High School. And then after that, you've got the conference championship coming up?
Conference championship at Kankakee Valley.
Kankakee Valley. How you feeling? You getting ready? How are you preparing for the next couple of weeks as your senior season is starting to dwindle down?
Yeah, I mean, just about 5 weeks left in the season. I think the biggest thing is recovery. That's something I lacked in the last few years, so making sure I'm rolling out ice bath and stretching. Really the big keys right there.
All right. Well, we wish you some good luck. Hang on. We're going to take a timeout, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk some numbers here. But right now, as the band is performing their halftime ensemble, we'll take a quick 2-minute timeout and be back here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. Halftime, it's the Red Devils 14, the Brickies 7.
Is anybody going to the game Friday night? If you're having a bad day because of bad coverage, call Premier Group, or we'll block you from disaster.
Blue 42! Premier Group! Hut!
The Premier Insurance Group, Auto, Home, Business, Life. Jim Langen, owner, 829 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, Indiana. Call them at 219-695-3031 or email them at jlangen@premiergrpins.com.
Popa Heating and Cooling is now here to service your area. Since 1968, we have been Northwest Indiana's trusted HVAC experts. Whether it's installing, repairing, or maintaining your heating and cooling systems, our professional and friendly service ensures you stay comfortable year-round. From furnaces and air conditioners to boilers and humidifiers, we handle it all. For tailored maintenance plans, 24/7 emergency response, and premium HVAC solutions, visit popahvac.com or call 219-838-7700.
As days go by, the most important people in your life are here, now and always, to watch you grow, support you through the ups and downs, and to reach your goals. Trust People's Bank to be one of those relationships, guiding you through life's special moments. Each event with their own financial need and desire. As you move forward, we remain by your side. A reliable partner in days gone by and in the future. People's Bank. Better banking keeps moving forward.
Powers Health is committed to advancing medical care and technology in our area. Cancer research and clinical trials so you can explore new horizons. Heart care expertise with a collaborative team of specialists so you can create more memories together. Northwest Indiana's only certified comprehensive stroke center so you can cover new ground. When it comes to advanced care, look no further. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
Doesn't matter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime here as the band wraps up their first portion of their performance for the home crowd. Danny's getting us some Indiana football scoreboard updates. Hanover Central 14, Munster 10. We all kind of like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. Also had a score, some Duneland scores. Maryville 24, LaPorte nothing, and Crown Point 21, Valparaiso 7. So,
Andreans 28-7 at the half
over Highland. Highland. Highland scored.
Yeah,
that's good. You're one of those Slavin kids. So, what about the turnovers, Coach? I mean, do you address them? I mean, they're part of the game. It happens. For Kowinski, he's thrown 2 interceptions tonight in the first half. All season, he's thrown 2 in the first 5 games.
So the interception on the third play of the game, that's just Brody. Like, that's a play. Like, you asked if it's scripted. I'm guaranteeing it's scripted. He's catching the ball. He's throwing it. Hobart's done a great job of film study.
Yep.
Right? Like, you only do a couple things out of that formation. You only, like, if you send him out, you're throwing it to him, or, Brody's keeping it.
Yeah,
right?
that ball was tipped, too.
Yeah,
James put his hands on it and popped it up into the air.
Right. 100%, but they did it twice, and they almost got it the first time.
Yeah.
Or the second time after that.
Right.
The Lowell pick, Tatum's on his back foot. He's got Hazlett hanging all over him. He throws it on a dime. That's as good as a punt, right?
True.
He's throwing it downfield. It's 3rd and long. You'd hope that you tackle him down there, right? Like, you don't want to give up a 25-yard return on it. You clean it up, and I would say that neither team right now wants to be throwing the ball on 3rd and long. Hobart's had success throwing the ball on 1st and 2nd down, and they've struggled on 3rd and long, and Coach McKibb's done a good job of improving the passing game for the Lowell Red Devils, but we still don't want to throw the ball on 3rd and long. We want to throw it when we want to, and part of that is high school football, and in both these teams, by the time they play again in October, maybe early November, they're going to have their running game figured out, and you're going to see a different ball game 6 weeks from now.
Let's take another quick timeout and come back. We'll ask Tony to chime in here with some of those numbers that he's got. I know he gave us a few, but we are halftime here in the region. It's at the Brickyard. The Red Devils 14, the Bricks 7. Back right after these messages.
State Farm Insurance asks, what if you're walking out to your car and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? Having a State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Rob Rodegas, 835 Lincoln Way, Valparaiso. Call Rob at 219-476-7444. Andrea Harbin, 6504 West US Highway 6, Portage. Call Andrea at 219-762-5114. And Danny DeTola, 2449 45th Street, Suite A in Highland. Call Danny at 219-963-4444.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ivy Tech Community College Lake County is registering right now for fall classes. 8-week classes start August 25th. Not ready to start August 25th? It's okay. Second 8-week classes start October 27th. Call 219-392-3600. That's 219-392-3600 or visit ivytech.edu/Lake County to learn more and enroll today.
Opportunities are everywhere, even right around the corner. That's where you'll find Horizon Bank, going beyond to make a difference in our community. Whether you're starting a business or a family, expanding your kitchen or your customer base, drop by and see us for friendly service, local expertise, and solid financial advice. Horizon Bank, beyond ordinary banking. Learn more at horizonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Engravables, located at 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso, between Vale Park Road and Glendale, across from McDonald's, is your headquarters for awards, trophies, plaques, name badges, and rubber stamps. For more information, stop in or give them a call at 219-477-5656. Their web address is www.engravables.net. That's Engravables, 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso.
Mi Ranchito, located at 149 West Commercial in Lowell, is open every day from 11 to 10 for lunch and dinner. They offer their customers a complete menu featuring seafood chimichanga, steak fajitas, tacos, and burritos. Their phone number is 219-696-2270. Regional Radio Sports thanks Mi Ranchito Restaurant in Lowell, a proud supporter of Lowell Athletics, for help making the broadcast of this game possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Todd Kibbe, Tony McHale, Keith Kilmer, Danny Freevent, and a cast of thousands here at the Brickyard. Mr. McHale,
Todd, I learned something new today.
What'd you learn today, Mike?
All right, so here's the long segue. Talking a lot about two-way players. Both the cheerleaders and the band put on incredible performances here at Hobart.
They have.
But shout out to one young lady who did the cheerleading performance, ran over, grabbed her musical instrument, and did the marching band performance. So I was going to talk about her, but then I'm like, all right, I better get her instrument right. So I looked it up, and I thought it was a tuba. I looked at the tuba, but there's also something called a euphonium, which is just a little baby tuba.
Wow.
So I'm thinking she played the tuba, but I learned what a euphonium is today. But congrats to her for doing 2/3, because we had the dance team just out here, 2/3 of the halftime show. Talk about two-way players.
And the homecoming court is now being announced.
Wait, the Bricky is out there? He's
Johan the Bricky.
Johan, is he? He's not always out there, though, is he?
Maybe he's, usually you don't know who the
I know, until the graduation
mascot is. And then you get to wear the head or the feet or the shoes. Like at Michigan State, you get to wear the feet. But Sparty, no football players out there.
No.
No comment.
Who would send football players out there?
All right.
All right. So you want some stats? They're not. They're sending football back a long way. The Brickies 5 for 11, 32 yards with the 2 interceptions, 15 carries for 51 yards and the fumble. Tatum has 33 yards. Cash has 18. Tolliver 4 catches for 25 yards. For the Red Devils, 3 for 11, 42 yards, 19 carries, 70 yards. Klawinski has 9 carries for 38. James has 9 carries for 31. Schneider has one of the touchdowns. And Aaron Dondo had the big catch right at midfield for 18 yards.
So why don't we take a quick timeout?
Wait, Johan just won.
Johan just won? Oh, congratulations to Johan.
Seems like the fix is in, though. I don't know.
think that might be. Interesting.
But they're not.
Your 2025 homecoming queen is.
So Johan was just the runner-up?
I guess he was.
See, now here you got Preston Perez. He's a football player, so he's got to stand in.
He's got to stand in with a stick in his head.
Coach Kilmer's not the only one who kept his kids in at halftime because they were trying to win a ball game.
But I'm confused. Why didn't they come out in pairs? And then because the Queen was in one pair and the King, while being in the locker room, was with another pair. I went to all boys high school, Coach. We didn't do this stuff.
It's like you get to vote. You don't vote as a couple. You vote for a king. You vote for a queen. Now it's going to be weird at the homecoming dance tomorrow.
We're going
to the Christian brothers didn't let us do this stuff.
We're going to let you two figure this out. I'm going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back as the Brickies will make their way back out onto the field and do the mandatory 3-minute stretch. We'll back right after these messages for second half action. We got a good one here in the region. The Red Devils and the Brickies, 14-7, Lowell up. Back after these.
Is anybody going to the game Friday night?
If you're having a bad day because of bad coverage, call Premier Group, or we'll block you from disaster.
Blue 42! Premier Group! Hut!
The Premier Insurance Group, Auto, Home, Business, Life. Jim Langen, owner, 829 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, Indiana. Call them at 219-695-3031 or email them at jlangen@premiergrpins.com.
Popa Heating and Cooling is now here to service your area. Since 1968, we have been Northwest Indiana's trusted HVAC experts. Whether it's installing, repairing, or maintaining your heating and cooling systems, our professional and friendly service ensures you stay comfortable year-round. From furnaces and air conditioners to boilers and humidifiers, we handle it all. For tailored maintenance plans, 24/7 emergency response, and premium HVAC solutions, visit popahvac.com or call 219-838-7700.
As days go by, the most important people in your life are here, now and always, to watch you grow, support you through the ups and downs, and to reach your goals. Trust People's Bank to be one of those relationships, guiding you through life's special moments. Each event with their own financial need and desire. As you move forward, we remain by your side. A reliable partner in days gone by and in the future. People's Bank. Better banking keeps moving forward.
Powers Health is committed to advancing medical care and technology in our area. Cancer research and clinical trials so you can explore new horizons. Heart care expertise with a collaborative team of specialists so you can create more memories together. Northwest Indiana's only certified comprehensive stroke center so you can cover new ground. When it comes to advanced care, look no further. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
There are the Lowell Red Devils in the north end zone, and in the south end zone are the Hobart Brickies getting ready here for second half action. Under a minute to go before the Red Devils will be kicking off to the Brickies to start this second half. So what are you going to be looking for, gentlemen, in the second half? Coach, I'm going to start with you.
I think Hobart's going to open it up. I think that, they're going to realize here that they're not going to be able to run the ball, so let's get the ball into 18's hands and find out a way. And I think we should see a lot of 9 and a lot of 32 on the Red Devil side. There's no reason to put the ball up in the air unless you have to. Keep that clock running, and winning 21-7 or 14-7 is the same as winning 42-7. It still looks the same in the win column. So be smart and let's take care of our end.
I mean, I'm going to go a little more specific. We lauded the special teams of the Red Devils coming in today. They've had 2 breakdowns, so I'm looking to see. There's really no wind to speak of. The flags are blowing straight down the flagpoles. I'm looking to get this ball in the end zone and have Hobart start on the 20, because you don't want to give Tolliver a chance to to get a full head of steam and at a minimum give the Brickies really good field position.
Or Subchinski. Either one of them. I mean, he took it back 96 yards before it was called back on a penalty. So both of those returners, and I think you're right. Of course, it's the announcer's curse, right? I bring it up, talk about it to Coach McKim, and we talk about it here, and then it's like,
Let's give Baczynski a little bit of grace. He's got a big tennis match tomorrow.
Oh.
And he's got tennis sectionals on Tuesday. And I'm going to tell you what, him and his partner, Hudson Van Dersen, are ranked pretty high.
Really?
The team has a good chance of winning sectionals, and if they don't, Hudson and Baczynski got a pretty good chance of moving on. So his mind might be a little somewhere else right now.
Okay. Well, that's insight.
I'd give him. There you go. That's why you have me here.
That's the insight. I mean,
you want to tell us about the golf, the sectional golf that you
listen, I got to drive the girls sectional golf team up.
Nice.
Did they advance to regionals?
It was almost as good as the Ryder Cup today.
It's a very low bar.
You know what? Our girls, a lot of them have never picked up a club before July 28th. So, they improved quite a bit, and we're looking forward to seeing what kind of growth our new girls golf coach can do with them.
I mean,
Holly
Coach,
O'Nions.
There's a lot of people who accuse me that look like I haven't picked up a golf club since July, and I've been playing for 35 years.
So we got it teed up. It's going to be Dylan Bisacci with the honors. And the way that he kicks, there's Bryce Tolliver back there along with Luke Richardson.
I mean, they're going to bring it out. If they can catch it, Todd, they're bringing this out of the end zone.
And Nate Subchinski.
Well, they can, I guess. But
good job. Great kick. Squib
Stay in
kick.
bounds. Stay in bounds.
Oh, he knocked it out of bounds.
Why did you do that,
Can't do that.
Well, he can. It's their ball right there.
He can. It just cost him 15 yards.
There's no penalty.
That was going out of bounds, and why would you do that?
That was a huge break because he knows it's a live ball.
Right.
And he doesn't want to.
In some sense, it's a good. I mean,
it's
a good football move, but we have the opportunity to see the whole field.
Right.
He doesn't.
True.
So
that's true.
And there aren't 11 guys running down my throat.
86 yards away.
But once again,
tie things up.
Put the ball down.
I will tell you from experience, the worst position playing on the football field is the halfback or the middle back on kickoff return.
Yeah.
You do. They have a 35-yard run at you, and you're just a sitting duck.
So 3 receivers set to start the second half for the Brickies. Cash, Tolliver on the right side, and here comes Tatum. He's going to get the first carry of the second half. Gets good yardage to the 21-yard line, so a gain of 7, second down and 3.
I think you're going to see a lot of this as long as Tatum can hold up. We'll find out how tough a kid he is.
6'2", 200-pound junior. Now Cash goes in the backfield with him. Subchinski and Tolliver down at the bottom of the screen. They hand off to Cash. Cash puts the head down.
Somebody's hurt, Todd. There's an injury. A shoulder for one of the Brickies.
Got himself a little stinger there.
Yeah.
But the Red Devils had walked Lincoln Schneider up to the line of scrimmage on that one.
That was your homecoming king, Preston Perez, that had the stinger. But it was enough for a first down to the 25-yard line, so he picked up 4. He needed 3. It's 1st and 10.
Trainers are leaving him alone.
Yeah.
It's like, anybody want to go talk to the young man?
Nope. Now Tolliver goes to the left on the numbers. Tatum hands off to Cash, and he gets wrapped up immediately. I think that was John Judd, who was on his back just pulling him down.
That was a little bit of it almost looked like a zone read kind of look because that handoff just wasn't very comfortable. It took forever. Looked like Tatum wanted to pull it.
Yeah, second down, and it almost looks like the triple option kind of play, right? I mean, where Tatum holds it, decides, looks for the crashing end, and if he bites, he gives. If not, he goes. Coach, you're giving the hands up.
That's exactly. I mean, I would tell you probably most offenses have some kind of derivative from the triple option.
There's the pass. Oh, between 2 defenders. Nice job. Malachi Goodall tried to break it up, but Miller comes up with the catch.
I've never been a DB coach, but lead with your lead hand, not your backhand, and knock that ball, or you can make the tackle if you don't.
Yeah, I thought so. He looked like he thought he had the interception, and all of a sudden that ball snuck through.
Well, I guess everybody thinks everybody gets an interception here tonight, and that should have been his, but it's not. It was a 17-yard pickup to the 41-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Brickies. Their second consecutive first down here of this drive. 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the third. Flag flies.
So you had Miles White back in the game on that one, Todd.
Yep. Procedure the call. Legal procedure the call against the Brickies, so they'll back it up 5.
So yeah, Miles White instead of Cash in the backfield.
5-yard walk-off puts it back at the 36-yard line. 1st and 15 now for Hobart. Tatum doesn't have as far to run this time. He's one of those quarterbacks that gets the play, has to come to the sideline.
So Hazlitt in as the nose tackle.
Justin Eck split out now, comes back into the tight end spot on the right side. Bit of a high snap. There goes the sophomore White with the carry. And there again a bunch of white jerseys.
So they went two safeties that time, Todd. So at least on that play, a little bit of change in the look of what the Red Devils are doing. A little more concerned with the passing game.
2nd down and 13, balls at the 38-yard line.
Cash back in. Dude, the one credit, even the offensive linemen have wristbands on this team.
Everybody's checking the wrist. Tatum snaps, fakes, rolls to his left. The right-hander lets it fly. There's Goodall with the great coverage that time. Tolliver with the catch.
Bend but don't break. You give up 5 yards on 3rd down or 2nd down. That's
2nd and long too, right, Coach?
Yeah, there's no sense in getting beat deep here.
Leaves them with a 3rd down and 9 at the 42-yard line. Under 9 minutes to go. First offensive drive here of the second half for either squad. So now Miller and Tolliver down at the bottom of the screen. Tatum pulls. Here comes the pressure. Lets it go. Tolliver's got it at the 45-yard line. And Aaron Dondo brings him down. They're going to spot him at the 43. So another pitch and catch.
I mean, it's not bad coverage. Tatum throws a nice ball. It's a nice route by Tolliver coming back, making sure he hits the sticks.
And Tolliver gave him the little bit of the go look.
Yeah.
And Aaron Dondo, turned to run with him, and then Tolliver just came back for the easy pitch and catch.
But they bend, don't break, as you say. So 8 plus 7, that's a 15-yard pickup to the Red Devil 43-yard line. Ball on the near hash for Coach Schreiber, so he can see that play. There goes the handoff to Cash off left tackle. Sheds a high tackle. Still on his feet. Fights his way down to the 36-yard line. That was a great run by the junior.
Yeah, you're not going to tackle the 225-pounder up around the shoulders. And that's the difference in that play. He just kept his legs going and took a couple Red Devils for a ride.
2nd down and 3. There have been in 2nd down and 3 a lot here tonight. So the first Red Devils are giving up a lot. Bend, don't break. Still up on the scoreboard where it counts. There goes Cash again.
First down.
That drive will push him across the 32-yard line. He needed 3. He got 4. 1st and 10.
That time you saw a double team on Big Cam Hazlett in the middle, and, Sharnke kind of sat back and waited. That's what you want. That's his job, is really not to make plays, is to get that double team. But Sharnke was sitting back on his heels instead of attacking.
Got an injured player, and we're going to take a time.
No,
I think it's Logan Peters. We're going to take a quick timeout and make sure we identify the right player. Back right after these messages.
You can pick 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Let's see how that compares to some other options that are about $6.99. $6.99? $6.99. $6.99? $6.99. Yeah. Order any 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Domino's.
Life's biggest challenges don't come with a warning. When legal issues arise, whether it's a car accident, personal injury, criminal charge, or representing you before municipal boards, you need a trusted advocate on your side. At Westland & Bennett, we listen first because your story matters. We provide strategic, personalized legal solutions to protect your rights, your freedom, and your future. Peace of mind starts with a conversation. Call 219-440-7550 today for a free consultation.
Welcome back to action here. It's 1st and 10 for the Brickies at the 32-yard line. Cash gets the handoff, goes to the right side, right into the arms of Zach Sharkey at the 31-yard line. 8 of 1, 2nd and 9.
On that time, Sharkey attacked the line of scrimmage, and you see the difference.
Right.
I mean, it's a simple game sometimes, right?
Right. You either hit or you catch, and
11th play of the drive. This has been all Brickies since they took the opening kickoff here at the 14-yard line.
4 minutes gone.
4A football?
4A football.
There you go. Bit of a high snap. Tatum pulls it down, goes right up the gut. Spins to the 26, maybe 27-yard line. We'll see where they bring it down. Big number 77, Michael Shelton, in on that tackle. Put it at the 47-yard line.
So this will
Or
tell
excuse
you.
me, 27, pardon me.
It'll tell you how much I know. You know, you asked about halftime adjustments, what the Brickies going to do, and they're going to open it up, and they've come back and they've established the run. So I guess that's why I'm up here now, huh, fellas?
That's why we've been up here all this time, Coach, because we don't, we're not very good at second guessing. So Tatum, hands off to Cash. Nice job by Schneider. He read that one.
Hanging on till everybody else came up. But now you're going to put the Brickies in 4th and 5.
There was no gain on that play, so it's still at the 27. It will be 4th down and 5 for Hobart.
It was a good job by Gudgel of doing his assignment and not trying to do too much, and he allowed Schneider to come over the top and made that read difficult.
So here's the danger. How much do you walk up on Tolliver to prevent the first down and risk the blow-by for the touchdown?
I mean, I think now's a good time for one hot, and you put 2 over the top, and you let 7 press.
Tolliver is on the right side. They're looking that way. He's got it out of the hands of Cash, and he dropped it. And that was a catchable ball.
He let it get into his stomach. He didn't catch it with his hands. Now the problem, you always say your feet have to be where your head has to be where your feet are. Now he's got to go play defense while he's thinking about that drop pass.
6 minutes and 30 seconds on that drive for the Brickies. This is the first time the offense, so the Red Devil offense should be well rested. Everybody except Gudgel and Sharkey, who've been out there, well, I guess, and Arredondo too, going both ways. So 1st and 10 for Lowell at the their own 27-yard line.
Now it almost feels if you can return that length of a drive and put it in the end zone, it's really hard for the Brickies to come back.
Kowinski's going to go try right up the gut. Logan Peters is there on the stop.
Yeah, he's so used to that play being a 5, 6, 7-yard gain that when he gets one.
Peters and Preston Perez.
Just great play by the interior of that Brickies line, not getting pushed off the spot.
I've been calling 2nd and 3 for the Brickies, and I've been calling a lot of 2nd and 8s for the Red Devils here tonight.
So you got the whole wide side of the field, Todd, if Timmy James can get out there.
Hey, but you got to get around Vontrell Jones, though, too. Now Sharkey moves over to that side. There's the handoff, and there comes Jones. Slipping a tackle is James. He's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
That play was discombobulated from the start.
Yep. So all that rest, maybe they're a little rusty.
In comes Arredondo, Ison,
and Vasco. 3rd and 9.
Red Devils are going to have to come up with some kind of counter play off of that formation and that movement.
So Vasco comes to the left, the bottom of the screen.
Subchinski
there. In the slot. And Ison to the numbers on the right side. Here comes the Preston Perez around the side. Good job. Nearly intercepted. That's picked off. They said it bounced off of the players and it's going out of bounds. Subchinski kept it alive, and that's number 3. That's Terry Irvin with caught it out of the air on the bounce up by Subchinski, and the Brickies have the ball, 1st and goal down at the 7-yard line.
We don't have the ability to see the
replay.
The replay there.
The line judge didn't hesitate at all.
He didn't.
I'll give Zach the benefit of the doubt. He's a high-level collegiate official on Saturdays as well. So if he says it was an interception,
well, it was to
I'll
our
have to go for it.
It was to the backs were to us, so we couldn't really tell. The ball was on the other side of the players.
That ball was so late to the sideline, though.
Yeah.
He should have, easy for me to say, he should have pulled it down and just gotten what he could get.
So the 3rd interception of the evening for Brody Kowinski. Now Cash with the Wildcat goes to the right side, pushes the entire pile ahead down to the 1-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1.
So even the Eagles don't do the bro push from the 7-yard line.
This is a Wildcat. It's just Cash in the backfield.
Going to go do it again.
And you got Logan Peters and a bunch of others that are there trying to get around, and he just waltzes right into the end zone to be an extra point away from tying this game up. Aiden Cash. Is that his first rushing touchdown? No. 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. 1-yard run. Just like that. 24 seconds.
3 turnovers for both teams.
So all-important extra point by Pete Janda. Kick is up.
And a penalty. Oh, my gosh.
Good.
They're roughing the kicker penalty.
So they'll assess that on the kickoff, which will give the Red Devils
the ball on the 20, basically, unless you want to do.
Yeah.
Ivy Tech Community College, Lake County, still enrolling for fall. While the first 8-week classes have already started, there's still time to join the second 8-week session beginning October 27th. If you're unable to register for fall classes, registration for spring 2026 classes is now open as well. Call 219-392-3600 or visit ivytech.edu, Lake County, to learn more and enroll today.
Seiko Industries, located at 17151 Moore Street in Lowell, is leading manufacturer of kitchen and vanity cabinetry, including single kitchen units distributed through contractors, builders, and dealers. We're looking for talented individuals to join our growing team. Be a part of a company that supports the local community and delivers quality craftsmanship. Visit us online at SeikoIndustries.com or call 219-696-2800 to learn about current job openings and start your next career chapter with Seiko Industries.
Smith Chevy and Smith Ford, located on Route 2 in Lowell, offers their customers new cars, certified pre-driven cars, a full service department, parts department, and body shop. For more information, their phone number is 219-696-8931, and their website is smithmotorsoflowell.com.
How about that? So 2 plays, 7 yards, 24 seconds off the clock. A 1-yard touchdown run by Aiden Cash, his 2nd of the year. Peter Janda adds the extra point. We got ourselves a 14-14 game with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd frame.
Craziness, Todd. We've seen some crazy, odd, different football games this year.
Well, this is one that, what are we up to, 6 turnovers?
So right now,
on each side?
Coach, you think about an onside kick here just for giggles?
I wouldn't, but I know Coach Schreiber would. It wouldn't surprise me if he does.
It's only a 5-yard penalty.
And only being a 5, he's kicking it deep.
Sapchinski gets it. Ison's going to take it at the 23. Goes to the middle of the field. Got a bit of a seam to the 40-yard line. Good field position. So that turned out much better than I had thought.
At Langen Realty, we believe that everyone is family, from our dedicated team to our valued clients. You're always at home with us. As proud Red Devil alumni and former athletes, we're not just part of the community, we're rooted in it. We're committed to guiding our neighbors through every real estate transaction with the ease and care that only family can provide. Langen Realty, where your journey becomes our journey, and together we find your perfect place to call home.
So 1st and 10 for Lowell. Good field position at their own 40-yard line. Gutierrez to the bottom of the screen. Only receiver deployed. Sharnke now goes in motion from left to right. Sets motion up. Somebody was moving. But there goes Timmy James. James uses it. He's around the corner at the 50. He's got those legs going, the 40, the 30. Driven out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's great patience by the young man, letting his blocks get out in front of him. He's starting to grow into his legs a little bit, isn't he, fellas?
He certainly is.
So now that I can gain all this knowledge, Coach, we're sitting next to the press box for the Hobart coaches. They're screaming what they see up top. Does any of that get down to the field and out to the players, or are they just getting really excited about it?
Not in time, right? Like,
I mean, they got to play, but it's got to get to a coach, to a player.
35 yards on the pickup by James. Ball in the right hash. They fake to James this time. Now it's Kowinski. He cuts it up. He's across the 20-yard line in the red zone down inside the 15.
Now, obviously, I'm biased, but this is my favorite package that the Red Devils put together. And you got 9 and 32. You're pretty balanced up front. Who are you going to stop?
Yeah, you got to pick one of them, right? So they get the ball all the way down to the 13-yard line, 12 yards on the pickup by Brody. It's still 1st and 10, the second consecutive first down. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Be a nice response to that short touchdown by the Brickies. There's James. James, the left side, using his blockers, doing a nice job getting inside the 10.
So, Coach,
Diaz with the tackle.
Where does this come from? So, like, we've seen this whole football game. The offensive line from Lowell has been a bit stymied against this front seven of Hobart. Now, all of a sudden, where's this caffeine kick, this momentum come from?
Well, I mean, obviously, to me, it's maturity of the team, dealing with adversity. Like, you're getting back to basics. You're getting back to what's made you successful up to this point.
Just smack the guy in front of you?
Second down, James goes flying out to the right side. Kowinski goes straight up the gut. Gets to about the 5, still on his feet, pushing, and they finally blow the whistle.
It's a first down, though, Todd, where the headlines judge is standing. They're going to...
It looks like it.
Tell him he earned the first down.
Are they going to give it to him, or are they going to say it's third down?
First down. Yep. First and goal.
So first and goal at the 3-yard line? Yep, they're at the 3, so 6-yard pickup. 5th play of the drive coming up for the Red Devils. They go with their tight package. Schneider's in there along with Karan, and Kowinski falls down, trips over his own feet back to the 5-yard line.
I think he fell on the football, Todd. That ball came out low. I don't think he ever had the snap.
So we haven't seen this between Dylan Cindy and Brody Kowinski. We've seen a couple of
At least two.
I think 3, if that was a third, mishandled snap.
I just had some night sweats based on last year's regular season game where we had 4th and 3, and we're driving to make it a game there in the third quarter, and had a bad snap just like that, and the wheels fell off.
So now the I is dotted by James. With Schneider in front of him, they give to James, and
people tripping all over the place.
So Kowinski went down and tripped, as did Timmy James. He lost a yard back to the 6.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the pressure from the Brickies line that's causing all this, but
could be the last play.
Gutierrez coming in the game.
Well, no, not the last play of the quarter. They'll get another one. The Gudgel is coming in. Away from this, they're going to have to call a timeout, I would think. Nope.
Yeah, here comes Gutierrez.
Schmelter's on the line with Sharkey to the left side. 9 on the play clock. Kowinski sends Sharkey in motion from the right to the left. They hand it to James, and he gets backed up and eaten up by big number 53, Ethan Abrego.
Yeah, they had figured out what's coming. Are we not kicking a field goal here?
Timeout.
Oh, end of the quarter.
End of the quarter. Oh, I got to get the timeout. So we're at the end of the third. We'll keep it right here. Go ahead, my friends.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm, because State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey is your one-stop shop with offices in Lowell and Cedar Lake for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Shirkey is ready to help. Call 219-690-1100 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Hey, Red Devil fans, the big game is tonight, but before you cheer on Lowell High, why not fuel up at George's? Just across the street from the school, George's is the perfect spot to grab a delicious family meal before heading to the stadium. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, fresh salads, or something sweet, George's has you covered. So come on over, bring your friends and family, and let's kick off game night with great food and even better company. Remember, Supporting George's is supporting your local community. See you there.
In a world where cybersecurity is increasingly important, it's crucial to be equipped with the right tools to keep your digital assets and network environment safe. Look no further than Qubit Networks. Located on 103 Polk Street in LaPorte, Qubit Networks is focused on creating an atmosphere of self-service to your technology needs. They take security seriously, and so should you. Visit them online at qubitnet.com or give them a call at 219-369-4357. Qubit Networks, moving and storing data fast and safe.
Dylan Bisacci in right in the middle of the field. They are setting up for a 27-yard field goal. The combination is Malachi Goodall will snap. Gavin Gutierrez with the hold. Bisacci's kick, end over end, and it is good. So the Red Devils convert to start the fourth and final quarter. Go up 17-14 with 11:56 to go here in the fourth.
Stay on point with City of Crown Point Athletics all year long. Crown Point Athletics offers all ages programming with programming all season long. For more information on our programs, visit crownpoint.info/leagueapps. Maryland and the Crown Point Police Department invite everyone to Legacy Fields at Center Ross Park for Trunk or Treat with the city's public safety departments. Wear your costume and join us from 1 to 3 p.m. October 26th.
So that was a 8-play drive that went 50 yards, and it ended up, took 3 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock. It was a 27-yard field goal by Dylan Bisacci, who's got to play a tennis match tomorrow, and gives the Red Devils a 17-14 lead here just underway in the fourth.
It's a great answer by Lowell to come out after giving up the score. Good answer by Hobart, shutting them down and holding them to 3. I mean, that's why you have two of the best teams in the conference battling it out tonight in a tight ball game.
So now the Red Devil defense has got to start, a
little more
aggression maybe?
A little less bending, a little more.
Be interesting to see if we see any of that wildcat that the Hobart used.
Bisacci again and back deep. There's this squib kick. Nice job.
Oh, you got to pick that up.
You got to pick it up. And it's Tolliver who picks it up. He's got a seam. No, that's Subchinski again. Subchinski doing a nice job of what could have potentially been a disaster for the Brickies. Ended up a very good field position at the 33-yard line.
They're going to put him on the big line, Todd. Why is he going to the middle of the field? Oh, no, that's the low ball. On the big line.
That's the kicking ball, Tony. Now kickers have balls. Their own balls. I'd better stop when I'm ahead.
Just because you have a shovel.
11:50, 1st and 10.
So White into the game, Todd, with the Wildcat.
Yep, and Cash is back there. He's going to take it, go to the right side. Sheds a couple of tacklers. Hey, look at that. They picked up 7 or 8 yards. They still haven't blown the whistle, the play dead yet. All the way up to the 43-yard line.
How do you stop this, Coach?
Well, you could see, obviously, they talked about it. You've got to get lined up correctly, and Cam was a little far inside, and you have your linebacker trying to move him over. It's going to come down to point of attack here.
Hazlett's going off tackle. Got 2 guys on him, and there's a stand-up by
3rd down.
Judd. Now they're going to put it right on that big line.
Well, the far guy just moved half a step. He's short. There he goes. Now they're going to give it to him.
I think, you know what?
Player.
One thing you see different here than on the goal line situation is Cash isn't running downhill. He's getting it now. He's trying to run it like he's a little scat back, and he needs to just run downhill. And
is that Cash, Todd, coming out?
Was there a timeout call?
No, the injury. Cash was slow getting up. Yeah. So he's coming out.
For one
so
play.
Tatum back in the game.
Also back in. First time I've called this number for the Brickies, number 23, Edward Fontanez, into the ball game. He's in the backfield now. They hand it to Fontanez. He's got some fresh legs. He'll get to close to the midfield stripe. He'll get to the 49, so he'll pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6.
A little bit of a low snap. Great job by Tatum picking it up and getting it to his running back.
And maybe Danny was right. Whoever has the ball last may be the one that wins this ball game. Back and forth we go.
I mean,
Cash still out.
I'll give Danny a shout out. He was a good little football player his freshman year.
There's a nice tackle by John Judd. The sophomore has played an important role here for this Red Devil team. 3rd down and call it 7. He lost a yard. Back to the 48-yard line.
Tatum in, no Cash.
And Munn.
I think Tatum's explaining the play.
Fontanez.
You run down to the Ford.
That's right. Make a left at the oak tree. Here's Tatum. Here comes the pressure. Ball.
Cam Haslett.
Cam Haslett again. Disruptor.
Got Tatum around and the ball came out. Gonna punt the ball, Todd.
46-yard line, 4th and 9, so it's definitely going to bring up a punting situation. It's the first time that the Brickies have punted, is it not?
I believe so.
And doing the punting will be number 10, Nate Subchinski.
No,
it is second time. That's right, because of the wide.
They punted on the first drive.
The wide stance. 9:23 and counting. Vasco and Aaron Dondor are back. Here comes.
Fake.
He
Snuffed down.
But they
got around the corner, and he's going to pick it up. Jerron Cannon could not close on him, and he got to the 43-yard line and a 1st down for the Brickies.
I'm not sure who that was, Todd, but that kid is fast.
That was Subchinski. He was the one who returned the punt for a touchdown.
That is just fast.
1st and 10 now in Lowell territory. 7th play of the drive keeps it alive.
Cash back in the game.
And that was on a 4th down and 9. I don't have the numbers for Pete Janda, the kicker. Didn't have any numbers, so there goes Cash down in the arms of big number 99, Haslett. Give him to the 41, maybe a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Now Cash is the one having to run to the sideline to get the play call.
Now that's Tatum.
Oh, that's Tatum, sorry.
He's running it in.
We're protesting these jerseys.
But we got to wait 2 more years apparently, Tom. But Tatum is now wide receiver, split to the numbers at the top of the screen. There's the Cash deposit to the 39-yard line. Another 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 6. So obviously we're talking 4-down territory now.
Miller comes in. Tolliver comes back in the game. Bringing out a lineman.
Yeah, big number 53.
They don't have enough guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're short a player.
Are they?
No, they all have
Tatum turns, rolls to the right. Here comes the pressure. Catch by Tolliver. Is it Tolliver or
No,
Steve?
Tolliver's
Miller.
over here.
So that's Miller. Steve Miller on the far sideline. He had enough for a 1st down at the sticks at the 32-yard line. So he got 7, needed 6, 1st and 10. Bricks. 10-play drive. Again, this one's going a lot quicker. They've only rattled off 4.5 minutes. Coach, you getting a little nervous?
Just a little bit.
Okay. It'll be okay. Ball on the far hash. A bit of a high snap. They get it down. It's Peters, Logan Peters, with his first reception of the year.
Logan Peters is lucky he came out of that play alive.
Yeah. At the 31-yard line, so a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
You know, you try to get into the heads of the offensive coordinators over here, and, you know, Hobart found something, and all of a sudden now they're going away from it.
Tatum follows the running back, Cash. They're just going for these 4 yards, just chunks here.
I'm not good at math, Todd, but 3 times 4 is a first down, right?
And we're down to a 3rd down and 4 at the 20, or 3rd down and 5 at the 27. So 6:40, the clock continues to wind.
Right,
here.
you get, 2 fours here, and you got another first down.
12th play of the drive.
Hazlitt out of the game.
Fake punt. We've seen that. We've seen all kinds of things. Tatum gives to Cash. There's Lincoln Schneider. Schneider pulls him back. Don't think that's going to be any gain, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 5.
Great job from Schneider getting around his block, getting behind Cash and not letting him go, pulling him backward until he got help from a whole lot of people.
I like the way Coach Harmon moves Hazlitt around, making it difficult for Hobart to know where to attack.
So it's Hazlitt.
Hazlitt.
Sorry, for the Hazlitt family. 4th and 5 at the 27-yard line. Tatum pulls it down, looks right. He's got a man wide open. And it's Tolliver with the catch. Aaron Dondo was the lone defender over there.
I think he got caught looking because Tolliver was standing there for a long time.
So the ball now rests inside the red zone at the 16-yard line. 14th play of this drive.
And this Red Devils defense is starting to look a bit gassed.
They sure are. Michael Shelton is out there. Cam Hazlitt. Gavin Gudgel.
Nice pick would be really nice right here. Or having 19 fumble the ball.
Chase Weineke moves to the right side. He's a big 300-pounder. That's where Tatum's going. Tatum cuts it back to the left. Got a couple of defenders dragging him down. It's Judd and Vasco, but he gets inside the 10, down to the 9.
Down to that 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4 again, Todd.
Yep.
Yeah, so from 83 yards total offense in the first half, they're at 209.
Getting it here done. I mean, when you control 15 plays of offense, 2 4th down conversions in this drive. Tatum goes back to that left side. They're going away from Hazlitt. There is gang switch with the tackle back at the 10-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Spot it back at the 9.
Tatum's a little gassed too.
Well, yeah, he's been out there just as much as he's running back and forth.
Not right now. He's walking. We're taking the whole play clock on this one.
Down to 19. You can see it there at the top of your screen.
So no cushion right now on Tolliver. Aaron Dondo's on the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3. Tatum calls for the ball. Fakes. Looks left. Got time. Goes right up the middle. There's Hazlitt. He's going to get maybe to the 8. Between the 8 and the 9. So it's going to bring up the 3rd, 4th down of this drive.
Ball game right here. 4 minutes, Todd.
It's a great job by Wimberly there.
Play of the drive.
They're going to kick a field goal. They're going to attempt a field goal.
Try the field goal to tie this thing up and maybe send it to overtime.
Give Lowell the ball with 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
So they're going to put it down into 15. So a 25-yarder, but a harsh angle.
It's close. He's on the left side. He's a right-footed kicker. Janda with the snap back, the hold down, the kick up.
Good.
And it's good. We got ourselves a tie ball game, guys. 17-17 with 3:27 to go.
Personal injury attorney Dave Cox proudly supports Region Football and wishes the Hobart Brickies and all our region teams the best of luck. We hope you never need his services, but if you are hurt in a wreck, call Cox. Attorney Cox is a life member of the $1 Million Advocates Forum and is dedicated to representing seriously injured victims of negligence and getting fair and just results. For a free consultation to discuss his best game plan in your case, call or text 219-CALL-COX, which is 219-225-5269, or check him out online at davecoxlaw.com.
How about this? 17-play drive, 56 yards, 8 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock, resulting in a 25-yard field goal by Peter Janda to tie things up with 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in this football game. Unless we go to overtime.
Well, it's still all tied up.
It's still all tied up. But 17 plays? I don't even think you guys had 17 plays last year in any drive, did you?
Sure we did.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I mean, that's the hallmark of a Red Devil offense right there. Sad part is that was the Brickies.
That was the Brickies. 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, 6 turnovers.
I mean, they went.
This game's had everything.
They went 55 yards.
Yeah, I had 56.
Yeah, right. I mean, but yeah. I mean, that's the crazy part is.
So teeing it up will be number 10. That's
Stay at home.
Sapchinski, who picked up the first 4th down conversion.
Oh, so this is a different kick run up here, Todd.
They move Gavin Gutierrez up and send Eisen back. It's going to be Malachi Goodall at the 20-yard line. Looks to the left side. Still on his feet to the 35. He'll get to about the 38-yard line where the Red Devils will take over with 3:18 to go. Plenty of time.
Lots
Full
of time.
complement of timeouts, too. 1st and 10 at the 37.
You know, the big thing here is continue to run the ball. Like, you had that great drive to get down. You don't have to get into 2-minute offense too early. Your 2 best athletes are 3 yards behind the ball right now. Make sure they have the ball in their hands.
And they've been well rested, so they've got plenty of time. They hand to James. James uses his blocking, gets to the 40-yard line, driven down there by Vontrell Jones.
I think the difference between tonight's game and the previous 4 for James is he just has people around his feet.
Yep.
And he's trying to put his feet down carefully. If he can get some free air.
Yeah, get out of that wake, so to speak. Under 3 minutes to go. Sharnke now on the right side along with the 2 receivers for the Red Devils. 2nd down and 7.
They're short a guy over here, Ty.
Goes out, and there goes Kowinski right up the gut. 1 man to beat. Gets into Hobart territory. Down around his ankles with the tackle.
So the man, when they sent Eisen in motion, nobody came across with him. So they had 3 receivers on this side to 2 defenders if the coaches see that and want to go back to it.
11 yards on the pickup into Hobart territory down to the 49-yard line.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your call.
You didn't. Coach was thinking.
No, but I mean that's if the coaches saw that, no defender from the Brickies came across, and you would have had a 2-on-2 blocking and a big pickup.
Kowinski winds the play clock down to 5. Snaps it with 3. Hands off to James. James going between the tackles. He'll fall forward to about the 47-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. It's the kind of game we anticipated.
A rock fight.
A rock fight. Coach, you've been in a lot of these. What do you do here in the last 145?
Listen, you know you got a kicker who's got a big leg. You got to get the ball down to about the 25, I'm guessing. You're playing the clock.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is give them a chance. You got overtime.
Kowinski follows his blockers. He'll get to about the 42-yard line.
I mean, I asked
the tackle is Diaz.
I asked you with the question about how fast can things get done. Meanwhile, in the middle of that play, the coach is still yelling into his microphone where he's running.
Yep.
I'm not sure that one helps.
3rd down and 3. And the Bricky faithful come to life here, trying to mess up the under a minute to go now. Sharnke sets up. Kowinski. Backside. Balls on the carpet.
Lowell recovered it, but
fall on top of it. Brody Kowinski got wrangled down and left the ball. Coming up with the Dylan Cindy was the one who came up with it.
So, Coach, what do you do?
35 seconds.
I think you got to punt it here. You can't afford. Well,
they're going to let it run down to.
Nobody's calling a timeout.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make
Take
sense
one
to
shot.
me.
Well, let it run all the way down.
20
one in the end
versus
zone.
23.
No, I don't understand why Hobart's not forcing them.
Yeah, why don't they call a timeout? Hobart call a timeout.
Why? But if you're gonna, why did Lowell let 20 seconds run off the clock and then call a timeout?
Or if Hobart's not going to call the timeout, why not let them to have one timeout left? Sorry about that, Tony.
Force them to do something.
Force. I mean,
for me, I don't understand why Hobart didn't stop the clock and force Lowell to do something.
Right. And there were 3 seconds. There was a 3-second differential between the game clock and the play clock.
And on the flip side, I don't know why Lowell called the timeout when he could have just ran it out and let's play for overtime.
Well, you mean you run one play into the end zone, right? You just heave it up, see what happens. No, you don't like the 900-yard interception return for a touchdown?
Well, you're sending your offense back out there. So first thing you got to do is think about the first down. You've got 2 timeouts left.
I'm going to say I don't like this call that way when it's a first down.
Now Hobart takes the timeout.
All right.
Now Hobart takes the timeout.
Whew. Personal injury attorney Dave Cox proudly supports Region football and wishes the Hobart Brickies and all our Region teams the best of luck. We hope you never need his services, but if you were hurt in a wreck, call Cox. Attorney Cox is a life member of the $1 Million Advocates Forum and is dedicated to representing seriously injured victims of negligence and getting fair and just results. For a free consultation and discuss his best game plan in your case, call or text 219-CALL-COX, which is 219-225-5269, or check him out online at davecoxlaw.com.
So, quick game reset for everyone out there. Tied up at 17, 19 seconds on the clock. 2 timeouts left for both squads. Lowell has the ball, 4th down and 3 at the Bricky 42-yard line. Kowinski in the shotgun. Sharnke goes in motion. Snap is back. There's the fake. Looking over the top. Looking for Sharnke. Right in the breadbasket down to the 10-yard line. He loses the football. It's on the carpet.
Recovered by
Devils have
he was down. They're calling him down.
They're calling it down. 7 on the clock. And what a catch by Sharnke. They tried it in the first half. He didn't come up with it. This time Zach does and gives the Red Devils the ball at the 10-yard line, the far hash mark.
So you just run it to the middle of the field, call a timeout right now?
You got 1 timeout left. Put it where your kicker likes it.
Whew.
Wow.
Great call by Coach McKim. I told you I would have punted, so he went for it. Sharnke could have played for him all. He talked about him in the pregame, right?
33 yards.
So it's 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Oh, wow. What a play.
So they called him down, which I think is the right call, but I think it was Aaron Dondo was there and recovered the ball.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They called him down, but yes, you're right. There was somebody, I think, in the red or in the white jersey who jumped on top of it. So McKim is talking to the side judge.
Hey, we need 11 seconds on the game clock. 11 seconds.
They're going to put 11 seconds back on the game clock, thanks to the.
But I mean, that doesn't matter.
But the official.
Why is Lowell taking another timeout? What was that?
Maybe they didn't have a time. Well, now it says they have 1 left.
Well, but they just signaled who took that other timeout.
I don't know.
So, but now you have to kick the if you're out of timeouts, you have to kick the field goal.
Yeah.
Now, right? So,
but who took? It's still on the board. It still says that Lowell has 1 timeout.
Why did the
play stop after the catch?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't look at me like that. Come on, coach.
The clock would have started.
Right, but that was a timeout.
Right.
On the motion because it was a catch and he was down. So as soon as the first down gets set, the clock would have started.
Okay, so that there wasn't a timeout previous to that.
I guess not.
No,
they were
trying to discuss it, getting the chain set. So when he chopped it in, the clock started.
Got it. So now they'll run to the middle of the field.
If they have a timeout left.
Well, still showing 1. They got to kick I mean, if they don't, they should be kicking a field goal, right?
Correct. So they have 1 more left.
So they go the full house backfield once again. Kowinski goes right up the gut.
Take a knee, dude. Get down.
Goes down inside the 5. Timeout with 4, 3, 2. The clock's winding. Oh, the Red Devils call
Here we
it.
go. This is Dylan Versace's weekend right here.
So
heading into tennis sectionals.
Don't we normally take that timeout with 4 seconds
Yeah,
left?
I was getting a little. It's like go down, Brody, and get the time.
Yeah.
So the timeout is called by the Red Devils.
Coach McKim's in the side judge's, the head linesman's ear, going.
Ball's on the 6
because he got tackled at 6 seconds.
Yeah, but he's right in the middle of the field, which I think is where Dylan likes the ball. It gives you a better angle.
Oh yeah, you didn't like that angle that you had before.
You were on the left hash, which would have been. That's where the left hash is where Janda hit his 25 yards.
Turf fields aren't so bad because you don't have as big of a crown. There's still a little crown out there. You don't realize it, but on our old field, you did not want to kick from the hash marks because you were stepping 2-3 feet
uphill.
They're going to put the ball down at about the 13-yard line. Versace in again. Malachi Goodall with the center snap. Gavin Gutierrez will hold. Versace with a chance to win the game here for the Red Devils. Snap is back. Hold is down. The kick is up. End over end.
It is good.
And it is good.
Wow.
Red Devils.
What a win, boys. What a win.
With a walk-off. And stay undefeated in the NCC. What a game for Lowell. And what a game for the Brickies. What a game.
Just in general, what a game.
Period.
That might have been the last game-winning field goal kick since, I think, 2007 semi-state.
Wow.
That has been a while. Holy smokes. So the Red Devils and the Bricks will still meet at the middle of the field. Logan Peters, the first one out there. What a battle here at the Brickyard.
Well, at least you have a different player of the game tonight, Todd.
Whew, yeah, no kidding. We finally give it to somebody else other than 32 or 9. We'll take a quick timeout and get things wrapped up here. It's been an exciting one, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Devils on a 23-yard field goal with no time remaining edge the Hobart Brickies 20-17. Back right after these messages here on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
Is anybody going to the game Friday night?
If you're having a bad day because of bad coverage, call Premier Group, or we'll block you from disaster.
Blue 42! Premier Group! Hut, hut! The Premier Insurance Group, Auto, Home, Business, Life. Jim Langen, owner, 829 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, Indiana. Call them at 219-695-3031 or email them at jlangen@premiergrpins.com.
Popa Heating and Cooling is now here to service your area. Since 1968, we have been Northwest Indiana's trusted HVAC experts. Whether it's installing, repairing, or maintaining your heating and cooling systems, our professional and friendly service ensures you stay comfortable year-round. From furnaces and air conditioners to boilers and humidifiers, we handle it all. For tailored maintenance plans, 24/7 emergency response, and premium HVAC solutions, visit popahvac.com or call 219-838-7700.
As days go by, the most important people in your life are here, now and always, to watch you grow, support you through the ups and downs, and to reach your goals. Trust People's Bank to be one of those relationships, guiding you through life's special moments. Each event with their own financial need and desire. As you move forward, we remain by your side, a reliable partner in days gone by and in the future. People's Bank. Better banking keeps moving forward.
Powers Health is committed to advancing medical care and technology in our area. Cancer research and clinical trials so you can explore new horizons. Heart care expertise with a collaborative team of specialists so you can create more memories together. Northwest Indiana's only certified comprehensive stroke center so you can cover new ground. When it comes to advanced care, look no further. Everything we do, everything we believe, Powers Health.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Post-game here at the Brickyard. Todd, Tony, Keith, and Danny. Wow, what a football game we saw, guys. 20-17. a final drive, 7 plays, 57 yards, the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock. Great catch by pitch and catch by Zach Sharnke, and the toss by Brody Kowinski to get the ball inside the 10-yard line. And then one play to move it to the middle of the field so Dylan Bisacci, before he goes and plays in the tennis sectional tomorrow, knocked out a 23-yard field goal to win this football game for the Red Devils.
Yeah, I mean, it had everything you'd want. It had a pick six. It had 5 turnovers. It had a punt return call back. Last-second heroics, a couple 7 bro pushes. Yeah. It was insane. You just never knew. It was haymaker after haymaker, and both teams responded in the style that you knew they would and expect from these 2 football programs. This could be week 12
preview. It does my heart some good to see the boys down there deal with adversity and come through with the W. There's been times in the last 2 years where that wasn't possible, and to see them grow and play with some confidence is pretty good to see. And you got to give Hobart some credit. I mean, they're losing their running back before the game.
Right.
They found a way to move the ball, found a way to make this a ball game, and they're only going to get better. This is definitely mark it down in late October.
Yeah, I think we're just getting to the end of September here, but these 2 teams are destined to see one another once again, I would think, as long as the ping pong ball gods,
Right.
And again, you'll go back to what Coach said at the beginning. McKim at the beginning in his our pregame interview, he said, respond to the flows of the game and the highs and the lows that come with it. And again, there were multiple bad low points for the Red Devils that they still hung in and played it till the end. Literally, you got to play all 48. Down to that last second. I mean, 1 second on the clock to call the timeout before the field goal. What a job by both squads.
But my question kind of going forward is, after Hanover Central and after tonight, does this Lowell defense ever get tired again? Yeah. I mean, they have been conditioned now in 2 games to play, almost 3/4 of defense.
That's true. I mean, that 17-play drive, almost 8.5 minutes off the clock, to get the tying field goal for the Brickies with 3:27 to go. That was a long time that they were out on the field.
Yeah, I mean, and you could see it that they were. I mean, the fact that they held and held Hobart to a field goal, because when it was 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 from the 11, they were on their knees. There was some heavy breathing. There was guys you saw that just found it somewhere deep inside to make 3 straight stops.
Well, that gets us to our players of the game. And, Coach, you want to do the honors here tonight?
We'll go with, for the Brickies, number 10, Nate Sobczynski. He had a great game on both sides of the ball. He had opened the game with the pick 6. I believe he had the punt return that got called back. I mean, he's definitely going to be, somebody you're going to have to plan for the next time you play him. And, we could go with 9, we could go with 32, but let's go with the kid who's driving to Eastern Indiana today to play in a tennis tournament tomorrow and tennis sectionals on Tuesday.
Wow.
Dylan Bisacci.
Where does he have to go?
Eastern High School.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, hey, guys, great call tonight. This was a lot of fun. It was a snot knocker like we thought it was going to be here in the region. And again, I think you can look at the Coach Schreiber still talking to his squad out there. The Red Devils have dispersed and are heading to the locker room to get on the bus and head home. But I'm sure there's a lot of good. What do you tell the kids, Coach? If you're Coach for Schreiber for the
you just
Braves?
keep fighting. Yeah. I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing here. Like, if you believe in the process, if you believe in what you're going to do, good things are going to happen. And you see the growth in the Lowell kids over the last 3 years. I mean, Brody Kowinski's been our team captain since a sophomore.
Yeah.
And he came up big in the biggest game of his career. He stood in that pocket and he threw a dime when it mattered the most. And that's what that's what brings you joy as a coach, when you see a kid grow like that and be able to have success when it mattered.
Certainly is. We want to thank all the good folks at Lowell High School. Athletic Director Patty McCormick, Assistant Athletic Director Mike Magley. Save Keith Kilmer for just a second. Athletic Secretary Karen Mize, and of course Head Coach Casey McKim from Hobart. Coach Eric Schreiber, AD Mike Black, the IT guru here, Greg Crouch. We appreciate you letting us partake here in the beautiful Brickyard press box and the entire Hobart High School athletic department. Thanks to Danny Freevent on camera tonight, and we always like to thank the chairman of the board, Paul Condry, and the CEO, Mr. Mike Knezovich. Next week's Week 7, final third of the regular season, Lowell on the road, their final road game of the aforementioned regular season. Have the Red Devils heading south of the river for a matchup against the winless, I'm assuming, Cougars of Kankakee Valley at Fred Jones Field. Is it hunting season yet, guys? It starts October 1, right?
We're getting close.
Okay. The Bricks are hitting the bricks and heading to the Wildcat Den to face Hanover Central. Both games will be NCC matchups. Once again, the final score, Lowell 20, Hobart 17. The Red Devils keep it perfect for September, including 5 straight for the season, and stop the Bricks' 5-game winning streak that dates back to November 5th of 2021. 5-1 through 6 weeks, and 3-0 in the NCC, while the Brickies stumble for only the second time this season, fall to 4-2 on the campaign and 2-2 in conference play. Again, want to thank our underwriters for tonight's game. Laborers District Council, We Are Liuna, Family Express, Popa Heating and Cooling, Domino's Pizza, Maki Insurance Group in Cherville, People's Bank, Crowell Insurance, IU Northwest, Powers Health, Premier Insurance Group, Plumbers Local 210, United Steelworkers Local 71 Oil Workers, Ivy Tech Lake County, U.S. Marines, Engravables in Valparaiso, Horizon Bank in Porter and LaPorte counties, Mi Ranchito Restaurant, State Farm Insurance, Langen Realty, George's, Smith Chevy and Smith Ford in Lowell, State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey, Seiko Industries, Cubit Networks, the 2025 Indiana Football Digest. Let's see, Property Management Incorporated, Northwest Indiana, Scott Miller Realtor, Dave Cox Attorney, and Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Parks Athletics, Communication, and Entertainment Department. For everyone at JED TV, an RRSN.com video, Facebook Live, and the Regional Radio Sports Network, for Tony McHale, Keith Kilmer, and Danny Freevent, this is Todd Kibbe saying goodnight, Gracie, from Hobart, Indiana. So long, everybody.